Hello everybody. My name is Becky B, your go-to Palia variety streamer. Are you guys ready to relax and have a good time? You have definitely come to the right place. It is time for us to get cozy, chaotic, and get into the stream. Guys, I am so incredibly tired right now. I'm here. We're here. We did the thing. We're live. I am so sleepy. You have no idea. And the thing is, hello Kira and Stardiver and Jen and Bubbles and whoever else is here. Hello Lucas, welcome on in. I don't know why I'm so tired because your girl, first off, why is my mic not, hold on. There we go. No, yes, okay. Your girl literally got like 10 hours of sleep last night and I'm still exhausted. So I think it's just like third trimester sleepiness. So randomly wake up and saw a text. I was so excited. Aww. But I wanted to come on because there's a couple of things I need to do before we do our server takeover tomorrow. So that's like the biggest thing is like I need to be here for the server takeover. I just realized I forgot to pick up the calendar. Been chilling there since last stream. This is how just out of it I am. You know why I'm tired? I think I know why I'm tired. I went and cleaned out Hubby B's room today. Completely cleaned it out so that we have space for all the baby stuff. And that took a lot of energy, okay? And I did laundry, which doesn't really take any energy. But you know what? Give me some credit where credit is due. So I am just so tired. I was trying to look up different Project Zomboid mods that I wanted to try out, but I can't find any good ones, so I'm gonna have to keep looking. And I went to a friend's house today, and I got to see her baby, and her baby is the cutest little thing. Surprisingly, with her baby, though, sorry, I'm trying to get into Palia as I sit here and chit-chat with you guys. Doing laundry is hard. Well, like, I just put it in the wash and everything. I haven't actually folded anything, so I've only done half of the laundry chore. But yeah, I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go walk the dog. I'm gonna be like super productive and schedule my live streams. I still have a thumbnail I haven't made. I'm gonna make that thumbnail. Guess what? I didn't make that thumbnail. I'm gonna do like all of these things before I have to we go to our friend's house around 6. And then like walk the dog after and everything. For the past few days, my back has literally been just the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. I don't honestly, depending on how my back does, it will depend on how long the stream is today. My back hurts so bad right now. You have no idea. It's just like a never-ending pain that I get to experience, which is just so great. So freaking fun. Hold on. I need to make sure that TikTok... Did I go live on TikTokies? I didn't go live yet. Hold on. I'm doing all the things, guys. I'm doing all the things. Palia. That says Opalia. Opalia. I actually don't know the national anthem, but... I need to take hours of laundry mat. It's a process, exhausting. We used to do that. We actually used to have to do that, Jen. And I'm really glad that we now have a washer. Like when we moved into this apartment, we got a washer and a dryer. And it's honestly the best thing ever. I don't know how I could live without my washer and my dryer. Especially with having 3 pets. I forgot to brush the cats today. Okay, so that's a whole story and a half. So the cats, being cats, are having hairballs. The reason they have hairballs, if anyone doesn't know, is because they lick their fur to clean their fur, and then they eat the fur when they clean it. But the fur can't be digested. So when it's not digested, they end up having hairballs. Now, the cartoons like to show it as they're going like, and then bleh. Hairball. It is not like that, I promise you. What's that, brother?
What's that, brother?
I promise you, it's not like that. My cats don't know how to hairball. I guess, I don't know if they don't know how to hairball properly, but it's basically my cats don't know how to do the hairballs without puking their brains out. So they have been puking a lot lately, and they just puke out a whole bunch of hairball. It's gross. It's disgusting. And when I'm laying down in bed, I can't get up fast enough to take care of this situation. So I'm excited for the takeover tomorrow too. Hello, Roxanne and Cassidy, by the way. How are you both doing? How is everybody? So I was like, okay, what can I do to prevent my cats from having like massive amount of hairballs? Because the reason that they have a lot of hairballs, if you guys don't know, is it's spring. So they're pretty much getting rid of their winter coats. In the winter, they gain a lot of fur because they need to try to stay warm. Even though they live inside, they still like get a lot of fur. And so that thick winter coat goes away in the springtime so they can be cooler in the summer. And so I was like, oh, let me just like, one day I was like, let me just brush the cats just to brush them. Because I have time right now. I actually didn't have time. I was late to go to a friend's house. But still, I was like, let me just do that now since I have like a brush here. And so I went to go brush my cats. And I brushed Seven a little bit. And the thing is, the funniest thing about all of my pets, okay, is that every single one of my pets has a different type of brush they use. Seven only likes a certain type of brush. 11 has another brush that she likes, and then Gower obviously can't use a cat brush, so we have to get a separate brush for him that's a dog brush. So they all have their own special brushes, and they all have to be their unique little sunflowers about it. So let me brush the cat. I had to brush the cat. It was completely necessary. And so I'm going and I'm brushing Seven. Get a lot of fur that comes out with Seven. Not a big deal. That's kind of what I was expecting. I go to 11, okay?
Hello.
The fur is flying in the room. She is the smallest out of all three of them. Smallest. It was just like a cloud of fur everywhere. She was shedding like crazy. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe the amount of fur I got from that small little cat. It's insane. Also, I upgraded my storage, guys. Look. I upgraded my storage. Are you proud of me? You should be. But like, holy crap. She had so much fur. It was absolutely insane. I literally could not believe it. How much fur this cat had. So, yeah, that was basically like cheddar cheese. Like cheddar cheese. Wait, what? I have 5 cats. I know what it's like to sweep the floor and kick up a litter of kittens. I could never live with 5 cats. I live with 2 cats and a dog, and that's enough for me. I'm pretty good. That seems like a good number. I don't want any more. Basically is where I'm at. I don't really need any more. I thought it sounded good in my head. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. So you might have to explain things to me today. I am really, really, really tired today. And I'm just not, everything's going to go right over my head. I apologize deeply. So how's the dog doing? He's doing good. He's taking his medicine really well. And everything's going really well with the dog, honestly. I'm not too stressed out about him anymore because he's just a good dog. He's taking his medicine really well, and he's very energetic. He hasn't been sick lately, and we're just really happy that he's doing much better. Oh, it's okay. Some people here don't understand my sense of humor. I'm not mad about it. I was going to say I'm just so exhausted today. And I really think it might have been just because I worked really hard to clean out our room so that we can try to have like, I want a cleaner area basically for the baby. That's like my biggest thing is I just want a clean area for the baby when, to like store stuff. And then I also need to be able to store stuff, when my mom gets here as well. And our house is quite small. So I went and just was like crazy going through the whole room. Okay, so I'm a millennial. Okay, we all know this. I'm a millennial, guys. I save boxes, okay? When I buy something, I'm like, you never know when you're gonna need this box. I'm one of the people who do that. I save boxes for no reason. And so because I do that, I have 1.5 million boxes, especially that all come from... Oh, I can't fulfill these. I don't have any of these. I have 1 million boxes that came from my computer. I have finally gone and thrown away the boxes. I finally did it. I went and I threw them in the recycling. You know how long you're wanting to do the server takeover? If we keep having a full server, it can last over multiple in-game days. I will only be streaming for about 3 hours. I'm hoping we can do it in 3 hours, but... Like, I can't stay up super, super late because I do have church the next day, and it's Easter, and tomorrow I've got to make cookies. I'm here. Good morning. I hope you are well. I'm well, Fran. I hope you are as well. Welcome on in. I was going to say, I will go for 3 hours, but you guys are more than welcome to keep going longer. That's just the limit that I can go, just because I have life. Ugh, I have life that I have to do. That's the life thing. So, okay, hold on. Oh, that was 50. Wait. Wait, go back in here. Okay, wait. Actually, kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep 50. I wanted to sell 25. There we... Gosh, silk is so expensive. I love it. 한국어 조금 할 줄 알아요? 네, 조금 할 줄 알아요. 그냥 대화할 수 있는데 몇 번은 단어는 모르는데 그래서 열심히 하고 질문 있으면 남편이 있으면 물어볼 수 있고. Oh, hi, friendship. There we go. But yeah, so what was I saying? Sorry. When people ask me questions in Korean, I usually like instantly am like, oh, I see Korean. I'm going to read the Korean. And then I forget what I was talking about. I'm also, did I mention I'm tired today? Oh my goodness. You finally got to level 6 on everything. Good for you, boo. Okay. Since today is all about prep, it's all about prep. My plan is to prep as many smoke bombs as I can, maybe use some compasses to get some gold today, and try to get some dragon beard, whatever, as well, because all of those things are needed for honey lures. I think I have 6 or 7 honey lures right now. So, but I want more. Scouts will need buzzy jars. Oh, I need buzzy jars as well. You made 10 today? Okay, great. Great. I feel like we're going to be so ready for this. We've been prepping so much. It's going to be amazing. You guys don't even know. Oh gosh, that was scary. All of our prep is going to be worth it in the end. But yeah, I saw my friend's baby today. Okay, I realized, okay. So like go. I don't want to say your username. Satoru. 이해 못했는데? I don't understand what you're trying to say, dude. It's definitely written in English. Like, oh my god, it reminds me of like, okay, sorry. Someone wrote something and I'm not exactly sure what it says, what they're trying to say. But it kind of reminds me when I was telling kids, they'd like say something in Korean. And I would tell the kids like, it's English time. And then they would be like if they were saying like, 달기. If they're saying the word strawberry, they would say like 달기. And I'm like, no, you need to say it in English. And they're like, dalgi. Trying to make it like an English accent. And I'm just like, no, that doesn't count. That definitely doesn't count. So, I'm determined to finally get a plushie. I am determined for all of us to get a plushie. I'm just saying. I'm determined for all of us to get a plushie. Hold on. I need to see, do we have the coordinates of the rummage piles? Whoever is scouting will need to bring buzzy jars to the scout. Okay, I see that. But I think I'm going to have to go and look it up on the website. 나 토루 이해 못했는데 한국어로 얘기하면 그냥 한국어로 쓰면은 알 수 있는데 뭐 쓰는지 이해 못해요. I do not understand what you're writing, dude. Not a clue in the world. Palia, Rummage Piles. All right. We're going to get the Rummage Piles. And then I think what I'm going to do, is there room for more to join the hunt? I'm not actually hunting today. I'm just preparing for the server takeover today. I'm not actually, I might be hunting chappas today to try to get, yeah, we're doing prep today. It says it's supposed to say prep. Hold on. Did I write the title wrong? Preparing for the Palia server takeover. Preparing for the server takeover. Okay, let me do this to make it more clear. For tomorrow. I'll put takeover tomorrow. Just so that it makes it clear. Done. Okay. Just to make it clear. Dogio. Mimio. Mimi. Is it a meme? Mimio. Okay. 나는 아마 이 밈은 모르는 것 같은데. 미안해. 그냥 진짜 잘 알지 않은 것 같아요. Nope. It's me reading it wrong. Don't worry, Gossip Girl. I changed it so it's more understandable. 모르겠어, 미안. I don't know. Apparently, we're memeing together. We're memeing. Guys, I can meme. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's fine. Okay, Rummage Pile for Kilima is E5. E5, my booze. So I'm going to go to E5. Again, I'm going to get the Rummage Piles, and then I'm going to start... I'll probably come back here to hunt chappas, because I did... One of the days off, I did use a lot of my smoke bombs, and now I don't have smoke bombs. So I need to make a lot of smoke bombs, and I kind of want to try as hard as I can. I would like to try to get enough smoke bombs so that it fills up the majority of that inventory. So I don't have to worry about running out. Because sometimes you go crazy with the smoke bombs. Especially sometimes they just like don't want to go. They don't want to listen. All right, fine. Oh, sexy dance, sexy dance. Sexy dance time. Hold on. Also, no, so I was saying that I went to repair kits. Right. We got to do repair kits. So I'm going to have to work on getting ooh, copper. That's not bad. Okay, so I need repair kits. I need smoke bombs. I need focus food, but not like a lot because I don't really care about focus as much. And I need honey lures, which means I need gold, which means I'm going to request gold right now. I'm going to do 2 requests. I'm going to request for a gold bar, and then gold ore. And then I'm going to try to fulfill people's requests if I can. I can fulfill this request. Technically. I can technically fulfill those requests too. Wow, there's a lot of people requesting stuff right now. Oh! Okay, I should fulfill a request. I want to keep the... Oh, okay. Here. Oh my gosh, who did that? Willis, thank you! Okay, I'm going to fulfill this request. And be nice. Okay, I can fulfill 1 request. Because I want to keep the heart thingies. Don't judge my spelling. I didn't sleep well either. Oh, I'm definitely not saying I didn't sleep well. I 100% slept well last night. I just literally I'm just exhausted all the time. Focus food support. When you need to focus food, what are you saying? You have 22 lures? You guys are so ready for tomorrow. I feel like I'm so not ready. I am not anywhere as close to as ready as you guys are. Oh my gosh. 3. 2, I've got 8 hours of sleep. I got like 10 hours of sleep. But I was almost late because I started to fall asleep. And then I was like, Oh my gosh, I got ready in like 15 minutes. I want you guys to know that this whole makeup was 15 minutes, and I'm really proud of that. If someone in the chat can help me find the last Ember-seeking medallion. That... Anyone? Anyone? Share that sleep. I got like 4 hours. I want to share the sleep with you, boom. But for the last like 2 weeks of my pregnancy, other than like last night, I was basically only getting 4 hours of sleep every day. That was quite normal for me. Lately, it's been 4 hours of sleep. H4. Ooh, interesting. It's an H4. It says it's over here. Okay. H4 for Bahari Boos. Had to look you up look up YouTube videos for the medallions. Some are tricky. What are they? It's saying 2 to 4 hours. Yeah, no, I definitely only usually get about 4 hours lately, because it's like it's multiple things that has been happening. I have to wake up and go to the restroom. My belly is very... Hey, I know this person. Hey, I know you. Hey, I know you. Hey, you're somebody I know. I know there's a delay, and this is hilarious. Hey. I know you. I know you. Oh, this made me happy. This made me full of joy. You have so many apples to make lures. I do. I also have very many apples to make lures. Okay, I'm gonna do a sexy dance for you because you deserve it. You deserve this dance. and plus you fulfilled... Oh, I didn't grab it. You fulfilled the gold. Where is it? Thank you for fulfilling both of these that I needed. I appreciate you. All right. I'm gonna go get the rummage pile, boo. I'll be back. My room was shut off. It was like, remover this and then, oh, look at this person, Mrs. You. And I was like, my brain has just been all over the place. Oh, hello. Oh gosh, how do I say your username? Have you been here before? You've definitely been here before. Hold on. Dankologist. I don't know. I'm sorry. Today we are preparing for tomorrow's server takeover. We'll be taking over Denko. Okay, I got it. Wow. Fantastic baby dance. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna dance. Fantastic baby. Laura with the 15 months. I love you. I hope you've been well, beautiful. Thank you. I have been fantastic. I hope you are doing well as well. I know you've been like back and forth with the streaming thing, and I hope that everything is going well. You take the time off that you need, get the stuff done that you need to get done, and we love you, boo. I hope you are fantastic. There's so many things I keep wanting to talk to you guys about. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I want to remind everybody that follows are lurker friendly. You never have to feel the need to chit chat if you don't want to. But if you want to, we'd absolutely love to have you. Do whatever makes your heart happy, boo. All right? That's for everybody, honestly. My heart would say sleep right now, but I also I quoted almost 100 quotes, Becky. That's insane. Hello, nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you too. What should I call you, boo? The move has been a killer, but I'm hoping I'll be back tomorrow for good. Take your time, boo. You know we all understand. You know we all understand. Don't you? Your streams are lifesavers. I get to watch you in the mornings while making breakfast. Aww. I like that a lot of you guys watch me in the mornings when you're getting like your morning stuff done. I'm not a morning person anymore. Glue? Is that how I say it? Is glue? Is it like the glue or glow? Is it like the glue that you like glue 2 pieces of paper to? Gosh, why do I keep hitting my mic? Yeah, that's fine. All right, glue. I got you, boo. I love I can watch you in the mornings. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm definitely not a morning person, but if I was, I'd probably watch somebody stream. Oh, that's what I need. Yeah, literally 8:30 a.m. here. It is 9:43 p.m. here in Korea. I get to watch Becky while I'm nice wrapped in a blanket like a burrito. That was me yesterday. I am like, I'm starting to get to the point of pregnancy where I'm really, really warm and I'm super hot. However, I also was like freezing my booty off yesterday and I don't know why. I was so cold. I was so wrapped up in my blanket last night. And then like when I went to go walk the dog today, I came back home and I was sweating. I was sweaty. That's how warm it was. I'm actually considering wearing shorts, but I'm considering wearing shorts, and the reason I'm considering it and not actually doing it is because I don't think I have any pairs of shorts that fit me anymore, because this baby is like doing the baby thing. I don't think I can fit into any of my legging shorts anymore. I have one pair, but I don't know if it would like hurt to wear them. That's the thing. That's the huge thing, is like, am I going to be in pain if I wear these, or is it going to be fine? I have had one pair of leggings the entirety of my pregnancy that have actually fit me the entire time, and it's been wonderful. Honestly, being pregnant, it's a bipolar thing when it comes to body temperature. I disdain it. Yes, I know. Yes. I 100% agree. 150% totally agree with that statement right there. You remember Spiffle? Yes, I do. I actually do remember. That was someone's username, wasn't it? Spiff. I always just want to say Spiffalina, but it's not Spiffalina. It's Spiffany. That's your wife. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you, boo. Okay, I understand. I understand now. It's like 7:45 here, and you're doing dishes with me. Oh, yay! I love that. Okay. Okay, so I like that I'm being watched by multiple people in... Wait, not multiple households. In one household, multiple people from one household. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. And my head is starting to hurt. I might faint again, aka fall asleep again. I haven't been doing well with it when it comes to staying until the end. Don't worry. If you got to go to bed, boo. I would rather you go to sleep. And I can handle modding myself. Modding Palia, not a big deal. I can totally handle that. So you go and get sleep if you need to, boo. Okay? No, you're great. Aw. I should be doing dishes. My husband did the dishes today. I did laundry. We watch and play. Oh, that's lovely. I want to get my husband to play, but I don't want to force him to play it on the Switch. And I don't know if his computer can handle Palia, unfortunately. Because his computer is my old computer, and I really messed that thing up. I think I ended up, like, unaliving the CPU of it because of all the things I was trying to do as a streamer. And then he bought me this computer, and he got the old one. And if he ever buys me a new one, I get the old one. Get an Xbox? They're so hard to get here in Korea, though. Not gonna lie, people don't like to play console games as much. And I have a PlayStation 4, but when I saw the update, because there was an update for Palia, guys. When I saw that it said that it was coming to Xbox and PlayStation 5. And I'm wondering if it will come to PlayStation 4, because if it does, then he could possibly play it. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it's cheaper. Unfortunately, I can't spend money. Because I had to... having a baby. And babies are expensive. It's 3 p.m. here. I just finished grocery shopping and prepping for dinner now. Ooh. Okay, alright. What are we having for dinner? I don't think did I have dinner? I had a lot of bread today. I went to my friend's house at around 6 and I was really hungry, so I had a whole bunch of pastries. And then I was still hungry, so when I got home, I was like, I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of food. But my husband's like, let me, like, give you a massage. And then I started feeling nauseous, and that's basically where I am right now. Cool, not sure either. Yeah, I hope that... I'm still in the water. I really hope that they, because it's coming to PlayStation 5, it would possibly come to PlayStation 4 as well. Because then he could play it on the TV, and we could get Hubby B to play Palia with us, and that would be so much fun. As long as my PlayStation doesn't, like, explode. Because that thing is so old and has so much fur inside of it that it sounds like it's a plane taking off every single time that I turn that thing on when I play a game. But it's usually when I play a CD game. So I don't know how it would work if it was just like a game that was installed onto the PlayStation. It might be different. Beef stew. That sounds delicious. That sounds wonderful. What is this? Apparently nothing that I need. I'm so excited Palia is coming to Xbox. I've been playing my Switch and it's so laggy. Hopefully they'll fix that lag problem. If they're bringing it to other systems, they better fix the Switch. Because, my gosh, we have been suffering on the Switch. I try to play on the Switch sometimes, and I just get frustrated, honestly. I'm just like, and the thing is, like, I want to play it on the Switch. Because then I can lay down and play it, which is so much more comfortable for me sometimes. It's like, the Switch is, yeah, it feels very unplayable. But it's like, it's playable, but it's not enjoyable play. It's like you can do stuff sometimes, but not always. Hi, Abby. Welcome on in. How you doing? And you deep clean. Same thing happened to my old Xbox 360. What is what are we at with Xbox? What is the Xbox we're on right now? Because the last one I owned was an Xbox 360. And is it not coming to 360? Is that too old? What's the Xbox that's out now? It's like all black, right? This girl, I want to lay in bed and play last night and it lagged so badly. Yes. Ren, thank you so much for the heart me and the game controller. I appreciate you, boo. That was so nice of you. Xbox X. That's what it is, Xbox X. Oh, okay. Enjoy your lurk, boo. Enjoy your lurk. Xbox Series X and S are the current. Oh, dude, I'm old. No problem. I appreciate you, boo. I was gonna say, because, like, sitting here at my computer, what is this game? We're playing Palia right now. It's a completely free, it's like a cozy game. Completely free. Jeez, that scared me. Completely free on Steam. You can also get it on the Switch, but we're all talking about how much we hate it on the Switch. But it's a really fun game, completely free. You got nothing to lose. Might as well download it. So, Raven, good morning. How are you doing, boo? How's it going? Okay. What I think I'm gonna do, boos, is I don't see any more of the dragon's beard stuff, so I'm gonna... Oh gosh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I play too many games. We have 5 Xboxes. I have no clue why we have it. We just wanted it. I love that. I have it on the Switch. I like it. I was gonna say, like, it works on the Switch as long as you, like, stick to it. It does work on the Switch. It just sometimes lags. What I've noticed is that you've got to kind of push through the lag, and then it's like you can play, and then you get, like, good gameplay. Once you can push through, like, the first initial, like, 5 minutes of lag, then I feel like it works a little bit better for me. So, what is the game about? It's, okay, so, like, this is past where humans were, and there's purple people who are from Palia, and we're like ancient humans, and there's like quests and stuff that you can do to find out the story about like what happened to the humans and everything and what's going on. But like, you don't have to just do the quest. Like, I still haven't finished all the quests, and I'm still having a really fun time just playing. You can basically, you know, design your house. You can hunt for plushies, because there are... Hold on. What is the buttons? What, control? H? Because there's a lot of plushies in this game. I'm about to show you my plushie plot. And they're adorable, and you can collect them all. It's like Pokemon. So, and that's probably why I like plushie hunting so much, because I love Pokemon. But yeah, it's basically, you can do whatever you want. You can farm, you can fish, it has all of the aspects of most cozy games, but also you can do quests and everything. And there's a huge update coming out next month to give us more quests, a new map, and everything. It's going to be fantastic. I definitely have lag on the Switch, but it's gotten better for me, thankfully. Yeah, like, I'm fine with it as long as I push through, like, the first few minutes of the lag. So, I'm like a dog. My attention span goes from one person to another. Don't worry about it, boo. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I haven't finished quest either. I have to do the Shep thing, and I just don't talk to the NPCs enough. So, did you find outfits in this game, or do you have to buy them from the premium store? Yes, you have to, there's free outfits that you can get when you start the game, but you basically have to buy the majority of the outfits from the premium store. So like the Chappa outfit I'm wearing right now, this is one that I spent money on. And then like all, please, okay. All of these outfits I've also spent money on. This one was gifted to me, Becky's outfit. Becky has a new outfit, guys. Don't you love his outfit? Becky has a beautiful outfit. You're about to get a Shep? I love that. I love that so much. I am not. But, oh, Witch, I never said welcome. Welcome, boo. Welcome. What was I doing? Oh, I'm going to make some honey lures. Hold on. I'm going to try to make some honey lures. And if I can't make any honey lures, I'm going to go back to Kilima. And in Kilima, I'm going to prepare. Okay, I think I can make one. I can make one more honey lure here. I just started this game the other day. I'm obsessed. Everyone who starts it, Lacey, gets addicted to it hardcore. Don't even, you're among friends. You are 100% among friends, okay? Okay, I need to make repair kits. I'm going to do that in a little bit. I need to make sneaky bombs. So I'm about to take out all the Chappas in Kilima. I asked someone to be my Shep as soon as I hit 4, not realizing you had to max it out. Oh, really? I asked somebody at level nothing, and they were like, I don't know you well enough. I'm like, touche. Okay, I have 7 honey lures now. I have 7 honey lures now. Ooh, I think I can make a another gold bar. Palia Addict support group, except by support group, we don't actually help you stop your addiction. We encourage your addiction. So, I don't know if that's the type of support group you need, but that's what you're going to get from us. So... Ash is your Shep, although I kind of wish we could romance him too. Yes! I want to romance him, and I want to romance the old man. Don't judge me. I love him, okay? Clay, I don't know what his name is. I call him Clay. I want to romance the crap out of that old man. He is so genuine and nice. Don't judge me, okay? He's got a beautiful soul, and he deserves love. I want googly eyes. Ooh, wait, Reth is your Shep? Reth is my first romance. I just haven't been working on romancing him. He's my first romance. He doesn't know it yet, nor does my character. And that's what you're doing. Yes, I'm talking about him. I call him Clay. Sorry, I don't know how to say his name. I can't read. But I want him to be my romance. I don't care how old he is. Okay. I don't know who to romance yet. I've picked my romance. I just haven't really done anything with it. Okay. Boom. No, wrong button. We're going to be hunting. We're going to be hunting. You're mine. Okay. You're mine. Thank you. It's pronounced Hain. I don't know. I call him Clay. Hey, Nini. Welcome in. How you doing, boo? Happy time zone to you as well. Nerd is my Shep only, and only love. I was going to say Juju has gotten really obsessed with this game, and she is romancing Ennard. But you want to know something that's really funny is that she hates Hussein, okay? She hates Hussein as much as I hate Hussein. I know how it's pronounced, but that's how I say it. Live your best life, boo. That's basically what I'm doing with this game. I think every girl goes for Reth. It was between Reth and Hodaddy, okay? Like, I'm not just like a typical girl. I'm not like all these other girls. But no, but like, it was between 2 people, okay? It was either Reth and Hodaddy. But Reth got really, really cute during the Luna New Year market thing, and because of how adorable he was, I couldn't help it, and I fell in love with him. Okay, they're saying hate was I heard Hussein hate was summoned. Welcome in. I do hate Hussein. Gee, this is what I walk into for the first time I find your stream. Hussein hate. Okay. He is so rude, though. Okay, and I get it. I know what everyone says about him. I know what you're going to say to defend him. You're going to be like, oh, you just need to open up. You need him to open up and everything, and then he gets better. You'll see he has a broken heart from Tamala or whatever her name is, and it's all her fault that he's like this. It's like, cool. You don't have to treat everyone like crap just because you have a bad experience, okay? I shouldn't have to get to know you to make you my friend. That is not how friendship works. You should just be nice to me because I'm a person who is in your town and we talk a lot, okay? Okay? This is valid. If someone first impression is being rude to me, I don't think I'm gonna be very nice to them. Well, I'm not gonna be rude because two wrongs don't make a right, but I'm not gonna be friends with them. I'm not gonna be friends with them. I love Reth. I'm romancing him now. I love that. I love that. Preach. Thank you. Thank you. This was my TED Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm a simple man, and I was sold on day one when Hodaddy showed my plot. Exactly. Dude, Hodaddy is just like Hodaddy. So, hi, Dee Dee. I missed your face as well. How you doing, boo? The way that this got so passionate because I have to defend myself, okay? I have to defend myself, all right? Go off, Becky, go off, girl. I'm cheering for you. Because so many people are who like they defend their Hussein love and I defend my Hussein hate. So like I need to be passionate. I need to show people why they're wrong for loving. I'm a very open person, okay? If you love him, that's fine. I just don't like him. You're so right. I went so far as to make Sifu my chef because she's my mother-in-law. I love that. I kind of like the enemies to lover thing, though, so I romance Hussein first. So many people did. I literally cannot. I can't get over him. He was rude, and he is rude. The only thing I love about him is that he has a nice dog. I like his dog, okay? Hate him. He's got a great dog. Reth is better hurt person romance. I love that. Hey, Willow. I'm late to a party. Who did she romance? I haven't romanced anybody yet, but Reth, whatever you want to call him, he's the one that I'm romancing. I literally, you want to know what's really funny? Dog did nothing wrong. Exactly. It wasn't the dog's choice to have a crappy owner. But literally, my highest friendship level in this game is that freaking dog. Because every time I see that dog, I stop and pet him. So, so I went for him for the dog. No, the dog was definitely not enough for me to go for him. But I don't hate him as much as I could. If he didn't have a dog, I'd hate him more, basically. That's how it works. You have a pet, you get brownie points with me because I have 3 pets. So, you should hit if you're a dog person. I don't know if I'm a dog person or a cat person. Don't ask me that. It's such a hard question because I love both pets so much. Literally, I'm an animal person. I have 2 cats and. I have 2 cats and a dog, okay? The cats are because I know how to take care of cats and I've grown up with cats. The dog is because my mom didn't want dogs and I came to Korea and I'm like, you can't stop me from getting a dog. I don't live in your home anymore. So I got a dog. I'm like, you can't ruin my life. It's my life and I'll get a dog if I want to. And so I did. I have 2 cats and a dog. Oh, Raven, we're samesies. Oh, you have a dog? I do. I was about to call him, but I just realized my husband literally just left the house with him. So, they went for a walk. They went for the nighttime walks. Oh, looks like my hubby, so I'm obliged to romance him. Does he really? I love that. That's adorable. Sorry, Chappa. It's okay. I took you out of your misery. Ooh, another Chappa. Shaboom. Sage, I'm a rabbit person. I've never owned a rabbit before, but I think they're cute. I like rabbits. What is this? What is this? What did I made it grow. All right. Also, I like him. That dude right there. I like him. If he was single, I might be into him. Life's been ruined. I'm allergic to dog hair, but I still have ones. I'm still having one someday. I mean, if you're okay with allergy medicine, some people get pets and just take allergy medicine. So, I think that was a quest box. Oh, did I do something for questing? I didn't even know I had the quest. 11. Baby girl. Come here. She's so upset whenever Gyawa leaves the house. She's so distraught. I can't. This cat loves her dog so much. But yeah, so, okay. Juju. I forgot to tell you about the story about Juju. So Juju is obsessed with this game. She plays it all the time now. She plays it like every day. Not my fault that I got her addicted. It's a fun game, okay? It's not my fault. Anyways, so Juju plays this game, all right? Oh, mother, my brother is missing. Literally, that's her. She's just like, I can't handle not having my brother home. I need him to be home right now. Oh, okay. I give up on that one. So she has her romance, which is Ennard the robot. And then she hates Hussein as much as I hate Hussein. And so she was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to romance Hussein out of like spite. And I'm going to like make him fall in love with me and then break his heart. Because she doesn't like him either. And I'm like, that's a beautiful idea. I love that you're doing that. Well, now she's starting to get into like Hussein being all cutesy and everything. And like, she was like talking to me. She's like, Hussein just offered to walk me home. I'm like, you're falling for him, aren't you? She's like, maybe. Like, she's falling for Hussein even though she was so ready to break his heart. But he has like, I know he gets cute when you start talking to him more. He gets all cute and like definitely like hubby material, but you can't fall for it, but she's falling for it. So Juju is maybe on Team Hussein now. Maybe she's on Team Hussein. I don't know. But I've been betrayed. But it's fine, I guess. I guess it's okay. I just thought it was funny that she wanted to do that. And then she like just fell in love with him. It was so funny. I had 3. Houdini and albino at a lionhead Algora. Ooh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, boo. I only have, well, I don't know what my cats are. I guess 7 is technically a Turkish Angora, but he's a short-haired Turkish Angora. With yellow eyes and not blue eyes. All of his siblings have blue eyes, though, because I remember seeing all his siblings. And then he had one sibling who was a black cat who had blue eyes. And I really wanted that one, but someone claimed that cat really quickly. So then I ended up with 7, which I'm actually okay with because I love my cat. I love 7. He is my heart and soul. We cuddle every night together, so I'm okay that he's the one I ended up with. And then like 11, she's just got crazy. I guess she's a what is considered American short hair, but I guess I can't claim her as an American short hair because like when you fly with pets, you have to say like what breed they are. And like that is the hardest thing with cats because like cats they're not so specific with their breeds as dogs are. And so when flying with her, I couldn't call her an American short hair because she's a Korean cat. And so I'm like, okay, she's a Korean short hair. And I even tried domestic short hair. They don't accept that on flights most of the time. I would have to pull out the paperwork. I had to find a breed that was a black cat that looked similar to her and just call her that so that she could get on the plane. Like, that's what I had to do. I had to make up a breed. I had to just guess that, like, maybe she's this breed. And then, like, thankfully with 7, he looks like a Turkish Angora. So he's 100% not a 100% Turkish Angora. He's a little Turkish Angora and a little mutt because again, his mother had one of the kittens was like completely black. So that's so weird. That's the registered term. It's the registered term, but they don't accept it when you're flying with the pets. So I had to come up with a different one for her. I found one, it was close enough, but nobody knows what cat breeds are, so they're just like, she's this? Okay. Worked out in the end. So, wait. I got really into this game a year ago, maybe 2. Actually, when it first came out, just didn't keep up with it, sadly. There's a big update coming on May 13th? May 13th, where they're bringing a new map in, new quests, new animals, new everything. I would definitely get back into it if you can. So, how is traveling with pets on a plane? Yeah, cat breeds are something else. They're really hard because it's just like, they're not cats, unless they're like a really pretty cat, like a Turkish Angora or something. They're not really known for their breeds. Now, flying with pets is an interesting thing. I can't say it was easy because it definitely wasn't. I'm sorry. Death is yours. It was kind of difficult to travel with them because, like, obviously you have to make sure that you have the right plane. You have to be on the right type of plane because cats, unless they... Okay, let me start from the beginning. So, your boo here, Becky. Hi, my name is Becky. I have 3 pets. I am technically allowed to travel with 3 pets on my own. But in order to do that, the pets, I either have to have all 3 of them under. Actually, I can't. I can only have 2 of them under. And then the other, which I mean under the plane. And then one of them has to be above the plane as my carry-on. Okay? So that is... At least that is the rules for Korean Air. I don't know if other airlines have different rules. I'm pretty sure they all go by very similar rules. But that's basically what has to happen if I want to travel with all 3 of them by myself. That's the hardest thing. So, you have to make sure that you got to check the rules, see if everything's all good and whatnot. I want to at least be able to travel my doggo. So it is really hard because it depends on the country that you're traveling to. It's not as easy as just being like, I'm going to pay for a ticket and I'm going to travel with my pet. That's not how it works. With South Korea, they have rules and it's actually more strict than the United States. So I first traveled to the US. All I really needed was to get all of the animals' vaccination records, pay for their tickets, and then get on the plane. And when you also have to make sure that you have the proper carriers for them as well, because it's super complicated and takes months of preparation in advance depending on the country. Exactly. So I adopted, okay, I keep starting from the beginning. I keep saying I'm starting from the beginning, but I keep forgetting where the beginning is. So for me, I adopted all of my pets here in South Korea. And then I suddenly was like, I'm going to live in the US. I hate living in Korea. I don't want to live here anymore. And like right before I left, I met my husband. And so then we went long distance for a while. Anyways, not important. So basically I had to prepare to get them to fly to the US. In order to get them to fly to the US, they have to have certain carriers. So, and it goes off of the height of the tallest part of your pet. Okay. So, Gewer is not a big dog, all right? He's not a big dog. However, the thing with Gewer is that he has upright ears. He doesn't have like golden retrievers, how they have floppy ears that hang by their... No, Gewer's ears are upright. So, when it comes to a carrier that he can be allowed in, his ears are the top point of his body. They are not allowed to touch the top of the crate. If they touch the top of the crate, it is considered too small for him. So I had to buy him an extra large crate. I'm not kidding, Booze. I'm not kidding. This thing like comes up to like my waist. It is massive. The crate, like I still have his crate just in case I have to travel again. And I'm not, and it was also really freaking expensive. The crate needs to be the right size. And then the length also needs to be the right size. If he's laying down, he can't be touching like certain parts of the crate, otherwise it's considered too small for him. His is massive. It's way too big for him. But it's just because of his ears. That's literally the only reason that his crate is like that. So we have the crate like that. Anyways, so those crates are no joke. XL crates are mega expensive. Yeah, I think it was like over $100 for me to buy that crate. Thankfully it was cheaper here than it was like in the prices I saw in the States. Thank goodness. And then the crate needs to be durable, okay? It's got to be durable, and it has to have enough holes for the animals to, like, be able to properly breathe. So, but it can't have holes on the bottom of the crate. It has to have holes on the top of the crate. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's great. So there's holes at the top and everything. Then they need to have bolts. They have to be the two parts. So my crate comes apart. So it's like, here's the bottom, here's the top, and you can like take it off and like put it in itself. So the parts that go together, they have bolts. The bolts have to be made out of metal. They can't be made out of plastic. So, oh, by the way, ooh, na 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 na. Wow. Fantastic baby dance. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. Fantastic baby tags. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Every airline is different, have different requirements on the crates. So flying one way doesn't mean you can use it flying back. Yes, exactly. That's also true. The ones I'm talking for at least the crate itself that goes under the plane, it's very similar for all of the airlines. It's basically a general idea, but then like it'll depend on how big they allow or how small they allow. For it, but like the amount of space and everything the dog needs, or the cat as well, really is it's very similar per airline, but then like the weights and everything and the prices are all different as well, which is just, it'd be great if they all did one thing. I know to fly with Korean Air. I'm telling you what Korean Air wants. And so I'm going to go out to get more stuff for smoke bombs, by the way. But so it has the metal bolts. You can't have plastic bolts because they're not safe. You have to have metal bolts. You also need to make it so that the crate, because of this is an all airline thing. The crates basically have to be strong enough and you want your crate to be strong enough so that it doesn't crack in case a luggage bag falls on top of it. Now granted, booze, it would be really hard for a luggage bag to fall on top because the animals are in their own separate area of underneath the plane. And they have like, the temperature is controlled and everything, so your animal is really safe under a plane. Because they are technically in the same area as your luggage that you check, like your check luggage. They are technically in that same area. However, they're in like a separate, safer spot, so they're not surrounded by luggage that could hurt them. That being said, you still want to make sure you have like a really sturdy crate. And my crate, I can sit on top of that thing without even being scared. I literally sat on top of it a couple of times just to test it out, and then I had my husband do it as well because he weighed more than me. And it's a sturdy freaking crate, man. That thing can withstand a lot. Make sure you have long enough layovers as well is super important. Or minimal layovers. I go with minimal layovers because I can't see my pets that are under the plane. They won't let me take the pets afterwards. So what I did whenever I travel with my pets, I made sure that they were one-way trips. And then I would get picked up somewhere, and then I can go and stop whenever I want to because I was getting picked up. So, like for me, my mom lives in upstate New York. So I went and got a one-way ticket from Incheon Airport to JFK, New York City Airport. And then I got picked up, and then we made multiple stops on our way. It was like a 3-hour drive, and we made a few like pit stops so that the dog could go out and pee. The cats just huddled in fear the whole time. They were fine. Honestly, my dog actually handled the trip way better than the cats did. Once he saw my face, he was no longer scared. He was terrified going into his crate, and I cried like a freaking baby when I did put him in the crate because I felt horrible. I felt horrible that I had to do that. But once he got out of his crate and thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. Once he got out of his crate and he saw me, he was totally fine. Absolutely, completely fine. He's like, oh, mommy's here. Okay, everything's better now. Like, he bounced back so hard. Depending on the airline. But for example, if you go through Frankfurt, they have an animal lounge where they take pets out of the crate and let them go potty, eat, drink outside of the crate. You have to have a 3-hour minimum layover. Yeah, it's definitely based on where you're going and what you're doing. I know for a fact that I was not going to have the option. Like, they were like, once your animal is in there, we're not taking them out until they arrive at their final destination. And the reason I know that they weren't going to take them out is because when I got my pets, so I went and got, okay, well, I'll just say this part because then it'll like all combine. It'll all connect somehow. When freaking frackers, okay, fine, I'll get you. When I arrived to JFK Airport, they had super overly zip tied all of my animals into their crates, okay? Then they had tape like wrapped completely around their crates. And I actually had to ask somebody at the airport, I'm like, do you have a pair of scissors? I didn't bring anything to cut the zip ties with. Nobody had a pair of scissors because we were in the security area. And so some man, he was like, I have a lighter. And we burned the zip ties so that we could open up the crates to get the dog out. And to get the cats out so they can, because I wanted to throw them into one crate because they're much more comfortable when they're together. And that was like the whole thing was like, I really wanted to do that. But yeah, they were like really hardcore on, bam, sorry. They were hardcore on making sure that the animals were not getting out of their crate. But anyways, so that wasn't all of the steps though. That wasn't all the steps. So, girl, what? No, yeah, they did. They like, granted, they could still breathe and everything in there. That was a thing. They could still breathe. Don't worry. That wasn't like a thing, but like I needed help to get them out of their crates because they were just wrapped up in there so freaking hard. And also, when you arrive with 3 pets at the JFK airport, they don't help you at all with transporting all of your luggage and your pets. I want you to know that because I had to try to do that. Thank goodness Freckles was there, but we had to just basically do it all by ourselves. Anyways, another thing that I needed to be certain of before I traveled was I actually went to the airport a day early. And the reason being is because they do this the other way around, but Korea makes it very easy. So in Korea, you have to get a certificate, post pics of the void in Discord. Ah, okay. Of my voids? Your voids in the Discord? I'm sorry. Did I tell you guys? I'm tired. My void. Oh, your kitties. Okay. I was like, are we still talking about pets? Yes, I will check. Boo. I will check. But so when you leave Korea, going to the United States, every country is different for their requirements. The United States requires that you have their vaccination records in English, and you also need to have a vet check paper, like an official paper that states that your animals are safe to travel. And so to get that official paper, it's actually quite easy. You just go to the animal quarantine in the airport and you can get it from them. What they do is they go in, they check your paperwork, they go and check the animals' chips, because they all have to be chipped as well. You can't travel without your animals being chipped. So all of my animals have chips. Basically, if you don't know what chips are, they literally put like these little chips in the back of their neck. So they have a registered number. So if they ever were to get lost and someone checked the registered number, they can get information about your animals via that number and they can get back to you. So there's 2 different types of chips. There's a specific one you need that has so many digits. I got them all chipped for the right one. Thankfully, my vet knew everything that I really needed to travel. He like looked it up and was like super helpful. My vet in Korea has been the same vet since the beginning and he is absolutely fantastic and wonderful. I love the crap out of him. But yeah, we just had to go and get them checked. And the cool thing about the vet here in Korea is like they understand how nervous animals are, especially cats. And so he let me take the little device and like go and like put it on the back of their neck to see that the number was the same on the paper. Some places they are like, no, I have to do it, and the animals are like, who's putting their hand in my carrier? This is my safe place. I don't know you. So I was able to do that. The cats were way more comfortable that I did it instead of a random stranger. The dog was also way more comfortable that I did it instead of a random stranger walking up to him, because he is not a fan of people. So not that he fights or bites, he's scared of people. He'll just avoid them. But yeah, I work as an animal transporter, but it still stresses me out to think about traveling out of the country with my 4 cats whenever I finally move. The requirements in quarantine is extensive. Well, that's the cool thing with the United States and South Korea. They don't require you to quarantine, thank goodness. Both countries have rabies in their countries. So if it's not like if I were to go to Japan or Hawaii or something, they're rabies-free countries, and it's a lot harder. You have to get a lot more paperwork done for them and a lot more tests done for them to travel to those places. But I didn't have to do a single test to get them into the United States. It was really easy. Hey, Dorf, welcome on in. But yeah, anyways, I was looking into Australia. Australia is also one of those countries that are rabies-free. So you have to do a lot more tests than what you do going to Korea. Korea does have more tests than the United States, though. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm not done talking about the way to the United States. So, hello. Welcome. But yeah, so you go, I went a day early. I got the animals all checked up just to make sure that they had all the right paperwork and everything. They had the right paperwork. We went and stayed at a hotel that allowed pets. Yellow peed on the floor because when we got to the hotel, he drank a whole bottle of water. And then I didn't take him for a walk when I woke up because he was still sleeping. And I was like, oh, poor stressed out dog. I'm going to let him sleep. So I went to the mart to go grab last minute things. We come back. He lifts up his leg in the middle of the room and just starts pissing out a waterfall. And thank goodness we had a deposit for there. So my husband, it was also like one of my husband's, like he had only known my pets for about 3 or 4 weeks at this point. So that was fun. But then we were able to get on the plane. You go into the check-in like you normally do. And then you're like, hey, Booze, I got pets. And they're like, cool. Well, they go and look at the pets, make sure that they're all there. And then they make sure they're like, with the dog, that the reason I cried was because I walk into the airport with my dog on his leash and they're like, okay, well, you got to put the dog in the crate now. And I'm just like, ugh. And so I'm like, he hates his crate and I'm shoving him into that crate. And he's just like, mother, why? And then I close the crate and they start zip tying the crate. And he's just looking at me like I betrayed him. And I bawled my eyes out. The cats were sad. Geller, I don't know, something about my dog, seeing him in that crate all sad. I lost it. I completely lost it. And then when we were taking off as well, and I was like, it's so loud and it's vibrating. They don't have their mommy with them. They're probably all scared. So as we take off, I was also crying. I'm very emotional. I love my pets. You're going to run to the pharmacy. Don't even worry about it, boo. Live your best life. If all pissed in a hotel room before, let's be real. You know what? That's true, Dwarf. That is very, very true. Wondering what's going on in the dog's mind. Okay, I'm gonna pee inside here, not outside. He had to go really bad. That was basically what had happened. That was the only time he's ever had a pee accident inside. And it's just because he had to go so badly. That's a good point, though. You should spend time getting your pets used to the crate. I did. That's the thing, Killa. I did. I had those crates out before I met my husband. I knew I was traveling with the animals and I had bought the crates a couple months earlier and I left them in my house and I put like his doggy bed in there. He just hated it. Absolutely hated it. I tried to do treats. I tried to do everything that I could that because I Googled the crap out of things. I'm Googling how to make animals comfortable with a baby because I'm giving birth next month. And it's very important to me that my animals are comfortable with our new addition to the family. So I'm doing everything I can in my power to prepare them for a baby in the house. I'm super I prep way too much, honestly. I'm a little bit of an overachiever when it comes to just stuff like that. But this dog hated his crate and there was nothing I could do to make him like that crate. I did everything that I could find on Google. There was nothing that he wouldn't. I even tried to feed him in the crate. He refused, absolutely refused to eat in that crate. Would not. And it was a struggle and a half. Yeah. Yeah, my dog was the same. It was tough. The cats were better. The cats slept in their crates and they're like, I love this thing. And so the cats were much more comfortable about their crates. The dog refused. He was like, something's over my head and I don't like it. So, but yeah, did that. They take the pets, and then when you arrive at the when I arrived at the JFK airport, I just had to go to the animal quarantine area, and all my pets were waiting for me there. And so you just grab them and then you go through security and it's all good. That's the easy part. That's the easy part, because going to Korea was so much more expensive, and it was harder for me to go to Korea than it was to go to the United States from Korea. So take a baby blanket that smells like baby home and let the dog smell it. We did that at work. What? Wait, take a baby blanket that smells like a baby home. I don't know how to make it smell like a baby home, but what I plan to do is I'm going to take the baby's first outfit, and I'm actually going to take it out soon, and I'm going to start placing it in the areas that the animals lay in. And I'm going to let the animals lay in and everything so that it'll have all three of their scent on it. And then I'm obviously going to sticky roll it and make it as clean as I can without washing it so it keeps the scent. And when I bring the baby home, she's going to be wearing that outfit that smells like them. And apparently that's going to help them ease into like, oh, it smells like me. It must be mine. And it's not like some dangerous thing that's screaming and pooping everywhere. So that's like something I plan to do with the pets to get them used to the baby, like to get more comfortable when we first introduce the baby. So like because scent is a huge thing when it comes to pets. But yes, that was the whole travel plans going to the United States. Now, I decided that I wanted to live in Korea again, because right before I left the US, I met my husband and I was like, oh, he's cool. I like him. I think I want to marry him. I'll come back to Korea. So I lived in the States for maybe 8 months, I think. I think it was about 8 months. And then I moved back to Korea. So the second I arrived to the US, I found a vet and I got my animals. Ooh, you're a level 2. Did not realize that. No, come here, boo. Come here, boo. Come here, boo. Come here, boo. Got him. Yeah, I didn't realize that I was gonna leave so soon, but I found a vet, and basically what I needed the vet to do was to take their blood, get them all ready, because their rabies vaccines were about to expire. And then after we got their rabies vaccines, we had to wait a little bit, and then I had to get them this blood test, okay? So this is what opts out of the quarantine, is that you have to give them a blood test. Well, that blood test, I think it costs like over $1,000 for all three of them to get their blood test done. And it basically tests the levels of antibodies of the rabies shot antibodies in their blood. And if it comes back too small, you have to pay an extra $1,000 and do it again. Thank goodness the levels were high enough. But you pay for this test. There's only one place in the United States that will do this test for you, by the way. So you have to take the blood. The reason it's so expensive is you get their blood taken. Then you have to send their blood to this one laboratory, the only laboratory that will test their blood for these levels, and then give you a certificate that says, hey, your pet tested positive for like having great antibodies in their blood, so they won't bring rabies to the country. Okay? Freaking ridiculously expensive. And has Doggo been different around you since you've been? Not really. None of the animals honestly have really taken note. Like the only thing Gyawa does is he will walk slower when we go for our walks. Gyawa is a little bit slower when we go for our walks since I've been pregnant, but other than that, no. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, boo. My husband's friend's dog was obsessed with my tummy and rubbed her face all over it. She turned on her owner and growled at him. No, literally my pets, I don't even think they know I'm pregnant. I literally don't think they know I'm pregnant. 오빠, 정말 내가 임신할 때는 성격이 바꾸지 않고 그 임신하는 모험이 아마 모르는 것 같아, 맞아? Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't know anything. Like, seriously, absolutely nothing. Like, even I was asking my husband, and he's like, nah, I don't think so. Like, he's like, they basically acted the same. I don't know if they know I'm pregnant. But hello. Simply Iced Coffee. That's a nice name. I like it. Simple and I was gonna say sweet, but coffee's bitter. So, but yeah. So, anyways, yeah, all of the blood tests. So you send them away. It takes months, by the way. It takes months to get those results back. Okay. It is not a simple send the blood test, get it back in a week. No, it takes months. You don't know exactly how long it's gonna take. So I had to wait for the blood test to come back. So I was like, okay, well, since I'm waiting, I need to get a job. I have to pay for my apartment, blah, blah, blah. And so I working, and then finally one day I got the results back. I had to make sure everything was written correctly, because if there's one little mistake, if the dog's name is wrong, because it also goes off of their chip number. If their chip number is wrong, you got to go and get the paperwork again. And it's just a headache. So I got the paperwork. Thank goodness there was no problems. All of their levels were great. And I was like, cool. The next step is you have to get them an official checkup done with like an official person who can check them for international travel. It has to be a specific vet, and my veterinary office had that. But he only did it like once a week or once a month. I think it was once a month. And I think it was this check. This check had to be done 10 days before you flying. And then they have to send that information to someone who can go and get an apostle document saying they're safe to fly. The apostle document can only be obtained in the capital of your state. I didn't live in the capital of New York. So I started freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, I just got this whole thing done. And I thought, like, it became a huge issue because I got the information and everything, and my vet told me I could get everything done at the veterinary office. But then suddenly they're like, no, you need to get this done in, like, I think it was like Auburn. I can't remember what the state capital of New York is. And they're like, you have to go here to get the certificate, the apostle certificate, because we can't give that to you here. And so, like, I remember finding that out, and I started crying at work to the point where the manager of the store had to come and like talk me out of it because I was panicking, and I almost passed out because I was panicking so hard about, like, I'm like, if I can't take my animals, I can't leave the country. Like, I'm not leaving I'm not leaving the United States without my pets. There's no option to just dump them because they are my family. They are my babies. So I was like panicking hard. They ended up giving me like a second 15-minute break when I had already, because I remember there was one. So, like, because I got the phone call, and I had already told my boss at the time that I was going to be getting this phone call, and they're like, cool, you can answer the phone call while you're working. Not a big deal. We understand you got stuff to prepare. So, I get this phone call, and after I got the phone call, I was like at the paint desk. Is it Albany? Oh, why did I say Auburn? You're right. Albany's the state capital. You're so right. Funding any cute plushies? No, I'm not really trying, but if I get them, that'd be great. But yeah, so I had to go all the way to Albany, which was just ridiculous because why does it say there's something to, oh, right there. When did I hit that? I don't even know. Is Juju on? Is Juju online right now? No, she's not. Why did I get something? I didn't hit a bug. That was weird. Anyways, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. The Korean word of the day, I think I said dalgi. Dalgi, which is strawberry. Like right now I'm having a strawberry latte. 지금은 딸기 라떼 먹고 있어. That's what I'm doing. But so like I started panicking, and I worked at Home Depot. So most of the managers at Home Depot were these men who don't necessarily feel comfortable with emotions. I'm not putting a stereotype on men. It's just, he was an older man in his like 50s, maybe he was probably in his 50s, and he had like a daughter who was like in her 20s. But I got emotional. I was like panicking and started crying. And he sees me freaking out, and he comes over. He's like, you okay? And I'm like, no, I just found out that like my veterinary office, they can't give me an apostle document. And if I can't get the apostle document, then I can't get the animals on the plane, and I can't leave to Korea. My flight is next week, and I only have 10 days to get all of this stuff for the animals. And if I can't get them on the plane, I can't get a refund because I got non-refundable tickets. And I started just panicking. And he's just sitting there because I started crying. He's like, why don't you go take a 15-minute break? I'm like, I can't, I've already taken my 15-minute break. He's like, go take another one. It's fine. I will watch the paint desk for you. You go, I can do this. And so I get there, and I guess he called, like, the manager of the entire store was a woman, called her to come into the break room to talk to me, to make sure I was okay. And so I start crying with her, being like, I need all of blah, 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 blah. So it gets around the store that I was crying because I don't have a driver's license, so I can't just, I used to live in, I lived in Utica. And so Utica is a couple hours from Albany. And so I don't have a car. I can't just take a bus there because I don't have any money because I just spent all of my money trying to get a plane ticket. And so I'm like freaking out and everything. And so everyone in the store found out. Well, I had this amazing manager who he was like a head cashier, and he found out about the story, and he's like, do you need a ride to Albany? I can drive you there. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I can drive you there if you need it. And I'm like, yes, I do need it. I need to get my animals there. He's like, okay, let's just both take a day off this week and we'll go to Albany together. I'm like, yes, let's do that. And so he was so amazing and wonderful. And it was really, really cool because I have never seen like a car that is wheelchair accessible before. So seeing like all of the cool devices and stuff that he had in his car was absolutely amazing. And it like opened up my mind to like how crazy it is. Like, it's so amazing that you can drive a car without like actually using your legs. And that's just so cool. Anyways, wow. Fantastic baby dance. Ooh, I'm gonna dance. Fantastic, baby. Twinkle Toes! Thank you so much for the 5 months. I can't believe that. That is amazing. You're absolutely wonderful. Welcome on in. How are you doing, boo? Thank you so much. Hearts in chat, boos. You know the ducks at the park are free? You can literally take them home. They are. The geese are free too, but watch out. I was going to say the geese are not as nice as the ducks. But the ducks can be nasty too, boos. The ducks can be nasty. Take that piece of advice with a grain of salt. Sorry. I want to make sure I don't get confused with how I'm taking my story, where my story is going. But yeah, anyways, so he ended up taking me, and then I also have another meltdown. I want you guys to know I had another meltdown because I don't know if I mentioned that this was all done during COVID times. So because it was all done during COVID times, your boo here. Hi, my name is Becky B. I didn't know exactly what I was doing because this is a whole thing. But on top of not knowing exactly what I was doing, a hard thing, thank you for the follow, I appreciate you, is that like the building that we finally got to, the building we had to go to, and then I walk in and everything, and he's like, cause I'm freaking out, and he can tell, like my manager, he could tell I was freaking out. He's like, Becky, go in first, cause it'll take me a minute to figure out where the elevator is and everything, so you go first, and I'll come meet you. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, we do that. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to put those in there, but I don't know, it's not, what's done is not done. Gosh darn it. Anyways, so I start freaking out because there's nobody there. I can't find anybody. It looks like everything's closed. I'm like panicking, I'm hyperventilating, being like, oh my gosh, my worst nightmare. Everything's closed, nobody's here. I don't know what to do. And eventually someone, I think from the office, noticed that I was out there. I don't know if they had cameras or something. And then they're like, hi, can I help you? I'm like, I need to, because like at this point my manager comes up. He's like, breathe, we'll figure it out. Someone's got to be here. Who knows what's going on? I'm like, I can't, like, we have no other days to do this. And we got to get back to Utica. And like, I'm freaking out about everything. And so the guy comes out and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I need to get this apostle document so I can travel with my pets, so I can bring them to South Korea. And they're like, oh yeah, you're in the right place. Here, just give me your stuff. So I give him all the information, I think, because I was crying at the time. And I kind of think that he could tell I was very stressed. I think everyone could tell that I was not handling stress very well. And he comes out with some bad news, okay? He came out with some bad news and he's like, we can fix this. Don't be alarmed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what? He's like, so your vet actually filled out, because I had to bring paperwork from my vet to this government building for getting the document I needed. He's like, your vet filled out one part of this paperwork wrong. And so we called him, but it looks like he's currently in surgery right now with someone else's pet. So we have to wait until he is no longer in surgery with that pet. And I'm like, oh, okay. So again, start panicking because I'm like, what if he's not? I'm like, you guys are going to close in like an hour. Like, I think there was like an hour and a half left. Literally like an hour and a half left until this building closed. And so I'm freaking out being like, oh my gosh, like you guys are about to close. I'm not going to get my information. I can't come back here. I can't get it mailed to me because it's going to take forever and a year for it to get mailed to me. And I had less than a week until I was about to board a plane. And so I start panicking and crying again. He's like, I promise you that I will stay here. I will stay in this office until we get the paperwork. And I will, if I have to be the one that does the apostle, I will do it for you. And he's like, what I need you to do is I need you to calm down. Go drive around somewhere. Don't just sit here and wait. Go. And he's like looking at my manager, like, go take her somewhere so she can like breathe for a second and come on back. And I'm sure by the time you guys come back, the vet will be done and we'll get the paperwork and everything all settled. So we go driving around. I'm in the car freaking out. He's like trying to help me calm down. Again, this manager, I got close with him when I used to be a cashier. So it wasn't like he was just doing it out of kindness. He was doing it out of the kindness of his heart. But it wasn't like he was doing it he wasn't just helping a stranger. Like we talked a lot when we worked together. So he was a good friend. And we're sitting there and talking and everything. And I'm like, I would really like to go back now. I feel too anxious. I feel like I would be more calm if I was just like waiting in there. So we get back and like maybe like 30 minutes after we get back, it was right before they closed. But my vet was able to fix the paperwork. They sent it to them via email and everything was good. So we got the apostle documents for the pets. Now, I told you that like we had to go through all of these loops just to get these apostle documents. What makes Korea so much easier than the United States is that those same documents are what I got from the animal quarantine center in the airport. It was exactly the same, but it was what I got from the airport. You just can't get them from airports in the United States. That's where it became difficult, was that I had to get it from like an official place and like an official veterinary office had to check them and everything. That's what made it so much more complicated. So, but anyways, I got their vaccination records. I got their vaccination records in English. I got their blood test done with apostilled and everything, like big old stamp on it. Then I got the apostilled stamp that allowed them to travel and everything. And that was all of the papers that I had to get for the animals to be able to travel. However, I was traveling back to Korea by myself. So I had to get rid of one of my crates that, I'm stressed just listening to this. I was so stressed out. You have no idea. I don't know how I'm still here. I'm not good with stress. I am so bad with stress. I am the worst person to go to with stress. Like, even now with all of my ultrasounds for the baby, I'm stressed out about the ultrasounds that they're going to tell me something's wrong with the baby, that I can't sleep the night before my ultrasounds. So, but I got all of the paperwork done. I did it all correctly, but I didn't have anyone who could help me travel with the pets. So again, Korean Air allows you to travel with up to 3 pets, but sorry, my nose is stuffy, but one of the pets has to be one of your carry-ons. And so I was like, okay, cool. Wow. Fantastic baby dance. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. Fantastic baby. Thank you so much. Wait, wait. Continue their sub from their prime to their gifted tier 1. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. That was so sweet. I need hearts in chat for Raven. Weirdly, it didn't get picked up on my bot, but it got picked up on the little announcement thing, so that's good enough. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are being so sweet with all the subs today. I can't. Is it pity? Is it pity for all the stress I had to go through with the pets? But yeah, so where was I in the story? Sorry, I get distracted when you guys sub. Okay, and it's a good distraction. It's a good distraction. Oh, right. So I can only have 3 pets. I can have 3 pets on the plane. All right. That's the whole thing. 3 pets. 3 pets is the number. And so I was like, okay, well, Gower is obviously too big, and I am not about to try to make him an emotional support animal because there's so many issues with that, and Gower just wouldn't. He would probably panic when the plane takes off and would be exposed as not an emotional support animal. So I was like, Gower has to go under the plane. 7 is a chunky cat, all right? And he used to weigh way more before we moved to Korea. He was really fat. And so I'm like, all right, well, he's over the weight limit. There's a weight limit for a carry-on pet. He was over the limit. But 11, she's my skinny little thing. And I was like, okay, she might actually be able to pass as the cat that goes in my carry-on. As my carry-on. And so I did that. I had her, and so I had to go get a new carry-on case, but you can't just use any case. It has to be well, I think you can have a hard case technically, but I got her a fabric case. And it has to be a specific size. The cat and the case have to weigh a certain amount for her to be able, and if it weighs too much, then they can deny her, but it's not a guarantee that they're going to weigh her. So, which I was betting on because she was a little bit over the weight that she was allowed to be. I think she was a couple ounces over, honestly. It wasn't even a full pound. It was maybe almost a pound over. And so I was really nervous that they were going to weigh her. Thankfully, they didn't. And they just kind of looked at her. They're like, oh, she's cute. I'm like, thank you. And that was it. So got the animals again. When you get to the airport, you show them the animals. They make sure the animals look all good. All your paperwork's good. Then they take the animals that are going to go under the plane. They take them away. So in that case, it was 7 and Gower. They used the same crates as before because I was doing the same airline. And then they checked 11, made sure she didn't look too squished inside her carrier and everything. And then 11 and I were able to go through security and everything. They took 7 and Gower. They went under the plane, and though during security, you have to hold your pet. You have to take them out of their case and hold your pet. I was scared at first. I was really, really scared that 11 was going to panic because 11, when you take her out of the house, she gets really quiet, okay? She gets really, really quiet, but sometimes she just panics and freaks out, and I was so scared that I would have to chase this cat throughout this airport. Because she will just have moments where she just suddenly snaps and she'll freak out. And she did it to my vet once when he was trying to fix her and ripped up his arm. And I felt really bad, so I bought him a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes. I'm sorry that my cat destroyed your arm. And so thankfully, through the security, she did not panic. She did not panicky-naniking. And I was able to walk through and everything. I think she was petrified. She was so scared. And then on top of that, I took her away from her siblings. I've never taken the cats out of the house by themselves. I've taken 7. 7's gotten sick before, and I've had to take him. 11's actually been a super healthy cat. So I've never really had to take her out of the house by herself. So I think she was panicking because she didn't have the dog. She didn't have the cat with her. She was alone with me. Which, I mean, it's not like I wasn't going to protect her, but she gets comfort in her animals compared to me when they're out and about because she doesn't know what's going on. But she was so quiet on the whole plane ride there. She stayed in her crate, her little carry-on. She was super calm and everything. She was really, really amazing. She did not eat. She did not drink anything. She also did not poo or pee or anything. I think 7 accidentally peed on himself because he got scared. But 11 just super silent the entire time. Thankfully, because it was during COVID, no one was sitting next to me, so I was able to like put her off to the side so I can have my feet out and everything, which was also really, really nice. I had an entire row to myself, and I was like able to pet her a few times. I wasn't allowed to take her out of her crate or out of her carry-on bag. She had to stay inside of there the entire time, and I wasn't allowed to take it out from my seat. She had to stay underneath the entire time, like underneath the seat in front of me. So we arrived to Korea. We show all the paperwork again because they take some of the paperwork. They don't take all of the paperwork, but they took the paperwork. We scanned their chips again. And then these people were great because they noticed I was by myself with a lot of luggage. So they put Gyower on one of those push carts, and then the cats on, I switched them into one crate, and then they put them on the push carts, and they helped push me out. I pushed my luggage, and they pushed the pets. And it was really, really nice to have someone help me, because thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, because there was a lot of animal, there were a lot of luggage, and it was a less me and only me. And it was really, really hard. But they only pushed me out to a certain point because when I arrived to Korea, I had to go through quarantine because it was, again, middle of COVID. And so I couldn't just like leave with the pets. But the great thing about it was my husband ended up driving from Gwangju all the way up to the airport, and I had to go into quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks, but he was allowed to take the animals back home because there was like no cases of like there was panic that like it was transmitted from animals, but like Korea was just like, yeah, no, whatever, they can just go, they don't need to quarantine. But I had to quarantine, so he picked them up and I did 2 weeks quarantine, and then I got to go home, and now we have been living in Korea, and they have not traveled since then. They have been chilling here. We still have their crates just in case. I actually don't have a Levin's carry-on case, though. I had a friend who needed to travel back to the States, and she's like, I don't have a case that's like, or she had to travel back to Canada, and she's like, I don't have a case that's like airline okay. And I'm like, well, I don't know about Canada Air, but Korean Air was okay with this one. Why don't I just give you this one? So I actually don't have a carry-on for her, but I mean, I have crates for the animals, for 2 of the animals. I would just have to buy another one for her if we ever had to travel. But I've been here for nonstop for quite a while. So, and I have no intentions on ever traveling back to the United States with the pets, because again, all of the blood work and everything that they would have to get done and the amount of money they would cost. I was lucky. I was really lucky with the price of the pets. Each one of those pets only cost me $200 each. So like my plane ticket was like $1,000 something, and then it was only about $600 to travel with the pets as well. Still expensive. I know that's still not cheap, but it's really not that expensive. But I heard like the following month after we traveled back to Korea, Korean Air was going to bump up the price for the weight. So the cats would still only be $200, but Gyower, if we had traveled 1 month later, Gyower was going to be $400. That was the price that he was supposed to be, because he weighed more and it wasn't, and it never is just the weight of the animal. It's the weight of the crate and the animal. So Gyower weighs all of like maybe 15 kilograms, but his crate also weighs like 5 kilograms. So he was over the limit, and we would have had to pay so much money just to get him to fly. But thankfully we only paid $200. So, well, each. So $600. That was not too bad. And then I think it was just, I think in total to get all 3 of my pets from the United States to South Korea cost maybe like $4,000. I think that's probably how much I paid. But would I do it again? In a freaking heartbeat. I love those pets more than I love myself, okay? They are so worth it. They are family. I don't care that they are just animals. They are my little babies, and I would spend all of the money in the world to make sure that we would be able to stay together. And so that's why I always laugh. Like, and I don't get the comments much anymore, but I did get some comments before where people are like, what are you going to do with the pets when the baby comes? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to have the pets and the baby. And they're like, because like, I guess there's an assumption that you get rid of your pets when you have a child. I'm like, why would I do that? They're my babies. They are my first babies. So I never understand people who can give up their pets. Literally, I had to sign a paper to adopt Gyawer because apparently that's such a big problem in Korea of people adopting pets because they get lonely in this country, and then when they go home, they abandon their pets. I'm like, how could you do that? How could you do that? You do not form a bond with your pet? I have a bond with my pets. I could never leave them. In a million years would I ever choose to leave them. They can't not only can I not survive without them, they can't survive without me. That's a huge thing, is like, I know no one in this country will treat my dog the way that I treat him. He is a spoiled dog, okay? He also has worse anxiety and stress than I do, okay? This dog would never survive. My cats, they are so soft, they'd never survive on the streets. These animals, all three of these animals, cannot live without the presence of me and my husband. Not just me, my husband too, because all of these pets they love my husband more than they love me, okay? That's just the thing. Same with dating someone that wants you to get rid of your pets. Like, no, they were here first. You can leave. If my husband had asked me to get rid of my pets and then get married, I would not have married him. I love him to death. He is the best husband in the world. But if he had made me choose between him and the pets, I would have picked the pets. Without a doubt, 100%. Because I've known them longer. I've known them longer than my husband. Of course I was going to pick, especially like now, if my husband were to ask me, they would be a harder question because like I'm freaking pregnant and everything. And we've been together for like over 5 years now. It would be a harder question, but my husband would never ask me to do that. That's a huge thing, is he would never, ever in a million years be like, pick me or the pets. Like that would never be something that would cross his mind because he likes the pets too. His favorite is 11. But someone who would ask that would never be a match for me. Exactly. I would never be able to be with someone who couldn't accept me and my pets. And like, because a lot of people, I think in Korea especially, a lot of people worry about the pets because they're like, oh, like you're bringing a baby into the world. The pets are so dirty and the baby is so fragile and like it could harm the baby. I'm like, actually, children that grow up with pets have a stronger immune system. So that's one thing, is that her immune system will be stronger just by living in a household with pets. Secondly, she'll be able to learn sympathy a lot easier because at least with people, if you hit a person, if a toddler, like 1 or 2 years old, gets angry and they hit a person, we're going to be like, oh, no, thank you. That's not okay. We don't do that. We don't hit people. That's not very nice. We explain things. But if a child goes and smacks a dog, the dog is going to be like going to make a reaction. My dog will not bite. I know my dog will not bite, but they're going to have a reaction. And us people, we don't usually have like strong, natural reactions, but animals do because they don't pretend for babies. And so that's going to be something that like my child will learn early on, is like sympathy and everything. And then another thing, as sad as it sounds, it is a great way to teach children about death. Because I'm not saying my dog is healthy, he's fine, he's going to live a very long time. Dude's only like turning 10 this year, okay? He's fine. And the cats are also only turning, they're turning 8. So everyone's good. The pets are fine. This is not a sign. But they do pass. They don't live as long as people. And it sucks. But it is a very great way to teach children about death. Because this is like hands-on experience that like, we have a pet, they got sick, something happened, and now they're not here anymore. So it is a great way to teach them about death and to understand and have this lesson earlier on in life. So worst comes to worst, if something happens with a family member, at least like the child already has an understanding of like, okay, well, it's kind of like our dog passed and grandma also passed, like something like that. So I was looking into Australia because my boyfriend at the time, and he told me to just move there without them. I would have broken up with him. Like, that's a lot of sneaky bombs. I'm trying to make sure I have plenty so that I don't have to come back and make more because we're going to be in the server for a while. We're going to be in the server for a very, very long time. Let's make 6 of these right now. But yeah, so pets, family, would never get rid of them, love them to death, and they are my fur babies. They will never leave my side. I am going to keep them until the day that they perish, and hopefully it is not anytime soon because I can't live without my pets right now. I don't think mentally I could handle it. I really don't think I can handle not having my pets in my life because they just mean so much to me. So, I'm a pet person if you can't tell. I very much enjoy the presence of all of my animals, and they are great animals. They listen really well. They're and the biggest thing too is that my animals have helped me through my depression. For those of you who don't know, I suffer from severe depression. All right. I haven't been suffering from depression lately because some reason pregnancy gets rid of not everybody, but it got rid of my depression. It was really weird. So I'm thinking that I'll probably get super depressed once the baby's out of me and my hormones go back to normal. But right now I feel great. I hope they like their new baby sister. I hope so too. I hope they do. I'm a little concerned about the cats. Not concerned about the dog at all. I think the dog will be completely fine with the baby. I'm just a little bit concerned about the cats. I think it'll take the cats a little while to realize that this baby, even though it's loud, it's not going to hurt them. I think it just needs time. The dog, he's actually really good with children. He's a little bit more comfortable with children compared to adults. And especially since this child will be in our house, I think he'll do really, really well with the baby. So, okay, that is 8. That is 8 of them right there. I definitely want more honey lures, but I need more gold. I might request some more. Let's request just the gold bars, because that's... And I can go see... No, that one. I can go see... I can request 4, right? 4 things a day, I think. I'm going to request gold. I have everything else. I just need the gold. That's the only thing. Let's go find out where Hodaddy is and see if I can buy some gold from him. I don't think I can. I think I bought all the gold from him before, but I'm going to go check again, just in case. And then I'll go to the little bug kid to see if I can get some more honey lures. I've gotten a lot of stuff, though. I've gotten a lot of smoke bombs, so... I would like a few more smoke bombs, but I think I've done good with smoke bombs so far. And it's time to work on the honey lures now. Little bug kid. Sorry. I can't ever remember his name. I don't remember his name. He's just a little bug kid. What is his Oni or something? I can't remember. What is bug kid? What's your name? Oni something. I don't know. He's the bug kid. There we go. Thank you, Hunter. How's it going, by the way? I don't know. I call him little bug. You guys knew who I was talking about, though. So, I mean, description was good. Description was taken and understood by all. Okay? But, yeah, so that's the story, by the way. I know it was really long, but that was the story about all my pets and how I traveled with them to the United States, and then I traveled back with them to Korea. So, all things are good so far. It's Friday, can't complain. I love that. I'm gonna say it's still Friday for me as well. It's 11 o'clock at night on Friday. We got about 1 more hour before it's no longer Friday. Okay, let's talk to the bug kid. Let's chat with Ani.
It's a good day to be exploring.
Well, you're sleeping. You're not really exploring. I might be able to buy... Yes! I can buy 1 honey lure here. Okay, I have enough for 1 honey lure here. And then let's go check out Hodaddy. Is Hodaddy... I think Hodaddy's in Bahari right now. I think. Yeah, I think I have to go to Bahari to go talk to him because it's nighttime. So, to Bahari! Actually, let's... That's Bahari, right? Yeah, that's Bahari. To Bahari! Okay. And then I'll go see if I can get some gold. And if I can get some gold, then I can make some more honey lures. I want at least 10 honey lures. That would be nice if I could have at least 10 honey lures for tomorrow. I know we all are going to have honey lures, but I need a few. And then I need to make the buzz jars just in case no one else does. Just in case we don't have a lot of people who are doing it. The buzzy jars. I got to make some of those. And then maybe some focus food. I don't know. It depends on how well I do with the last hour of stream. So, it's 7 a.m. on Friday. I was going to say, my Friday is done. My Friday is, like, over. But I had a good Friday. I woke up, granted, very late. Walked the dog. There's one woman in my neighborhood who has a Pomeranian who loves Gower. Absolutely adores Gower. Literally, like, you know, like when dogs get excited, like little dogs, when they get excited and they want to go to something, and so they push up on their harness and then they go like this with their paws. That's what this dog does every single time that he sees my dog. So he gets really excited. So usually this woman, she'll switch her route of taking her dog for a walk so that we can go to the park together. So both dogs can like have some like time together. So he got to go for a walk with one of his friends. We met a Labrador and they were all really happy. And then I got home. I did some stuff I forgot to add chapters to the Auction Not Included stream. So I went and added chapters to that. Set up my live streams, like 2 live streams. I didn't even set up that many. And then I was just suddenly like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go clean out my husband's room / our storage room so that we can have space for stuff. And then that took up the majority of the rest of my day. Because I was just like, I need to do this. But I had plans to go see my friend at 6. So I was like, okay, I can do all of this and then get it all done before 6. Where am I going? I gotta go see Ho Daddy. He's over here. And so I went and did that. And I organized so much. I threw away so many things. And I am a recovering millennial because I threw away all of my boxes for everything I've ever had. I had the box for this mic. I had the box for these headphones. I had the box for my graphics card, my CPU. I have boxes for everything that my computer has inside of it. I had boxes for my speakers. And I had a box for my keyboard that I no longer need. And I have a box for my old headset that were the Beats, the Mickey Mouse Beats ones that, I don't have enough for that. Okay. So I have gotten rid of all the boxes, guys. And I feel really, really proud of that. So I just need you guys to know how proud I am of getting rid of my boxes. So I got rid of a lot of boxes. I had a lot of trash. I got rid of some clothes. And then I went through my clothes and I'm not getting rid of, but I'm going to go and wash all of my winter clothes. And then I'm going to go pack it all and put it in our storage. And, cause my husband, he has a store and we use the back of his store as storage for us. So I throw all of my winter clothes in there. I'm probably going to throw my winter jackets in there as well to make some space so that when Mama B is here, she has plenty of hanger space and everything. We can share my hangers and whatnot. And then I got out everything I need for the baby. I have one more load of laundry I need to do for the baby before she comes, which is her little bounce thing, the cloth for a bounce thing. I have like a breastfeeding like blanket that I can use in public to kind of cover my boobies, and a couple of outfits and stuff for her. And then when my mom gets here, I'll have to do another load anyways because my mom has stuff that she's going to give me for the baby as well. Hey, Geithman, welcome on in. And I did all of that, put the laundry in, and then we left to go see my friend and her newborn. He was born in January, so he's still little. He's a little chunky monkey. He's so freaking cute. And yeah, we hung out there for about an hour because this is their first, and I don't blame them. I think I'm going to be a little bit more laid back when it comes to my child, but like I don't mind hanging out with people for a while. She also they're new parents and they're new to the whole thing, so they probably got tired. So we left after an hour of playing with them. I got to hold him. He was so cute. This baby did not like eye contact, which I'm so surprised because every baby that I've ever held, they like you hold them and you look into their face and you start talking to them and like making eye contact. He was like looking everywhere except for my eyes. He was all over the place and he was so cute. He was so interested in everything that was going on and was like, I don't want to look at you. I want to look at like, cause I had him and I was on the couch and I was looking at him and he kept like turning like this, trying to look behind him because my husband was sitting behind him and like everything else in the room was behind him. So I like turned him over so he can like look around at everything. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Ethan. I appreciate you. So this baby was just, he was so happy. He was a happy little thing. And I freaking adore him. He was so, so cute. So, got to hang out with baby. Really, really fun. Got to hang out with my friend. Turns out my friend can't eat certain foods and drink, like can't drink any dairy. Because the baby has an allergy. Which I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like, you're finally like got the baby out of you and you still, there's certain foods you still can't eat. That's insane. I hope that my child doesn't end up with an allergy because I freaking love milk and I drink dairy products literally all the time because I freaking love them. And I am a type person, I know it's gross, I will just drink milk as a drink. And I don't think it's gross. But I know people who say it's like insane to like, I'm thirsty, let me go get some milk. I don't know, I do that. I like milk. I enjoy milk is great. It's great for your bones. Like so I hope that baby doesn't have any allergies, but we don't have any allergies. But again, babies are super, super sensitive. Like their stomachs are sensitive, their skin is everything's sensitive. So I enjoy milk as well. Will you drink it? Will you just drink it? Like you'll just drink milk? So I do that all the time. In this pregnancy, it's been 2% milk with ice. Ooh, that sounds good. I've been drinking either just milk or my husband got me milk tea syrup. And so I'll just mix that in my milk and have milk tea. So I like it. For those who don't like milk, ban the milk. Like I'm just, I will 100% just drink milk straight with dinner just for fun. Well, the thing is like, I don't know why we're all so grossed out by this because like, at least in the United States, every lunch if you got hot lunch at school, I don't know about every school, but my school, if you got hot lunch at school, then you were drinking milk with it. That was your drink, was milk. You would get hot lunch and then milk on the side. That was always the drink. There was no other drink that you could get. So like, I don't fully understand why everyone suddenly hates it because we did that growing up. But maybe not every state is the same. I'm not sure. So, all right. Yeah, I don't trust the school milk. So I got juice. Wait. Wait, you had a juice option? Yeah, chocolate milk was amazing back then. I was going to say it took us a while to get chocolate milk. There was the yellow milk, the blue milk, and the red milk. That's what I remember. And then when I got closer to like middle school, then they added the chocolate milk. And then I think when I was leaving, they added strawberry milk. My mother didn't have any allergies before she had us 6 kids. Afterwards, she's allergic to strawberries and other things. I only remember strawberries because I love strawberries. That's sad. They had juice? My school did not have juice. I know that for a fact. My school didn't have juice. They only had juice if you had breakfast. If you were doing the whole breakfast thing, there was juice. I remember that. But I did not have juice for school. I know for a fact I don't remember juice being one of the options. Which maybe they do now. Maybe they have juice now. I guess that would make sense because there's plenty of kids that are lactose intolerant. So like they wouldn't be able to have milk. So I guess it would be more inclusive to have something other than milk. It was so damn good, apple juice. Oh, apple juice. I don't want apple juice right now, but I still like apple juice. I just prefer orange juice right now. Just during pregnancy, I've only wanted orange juice. I'll probably after the baby's out, I'll go back to apple juice. Because apple juice is my favorite type of juice. But I haven't had apple juice in quite a while. I have apple juice in my house. I just keep forgetting to drink it. All right. I'm going to grab this compass. And hey, Benji, welcome on in. How you doing, Boo? I'm going to go mine. I'm going to go mine for some gold. I think I've repaired everything. Yeah. I've repaired everything. So I should be good to go get gold right now. Hopefully we can get some gold. Who knows? I don't exactly have the best luck with gold. But if we can get at least five little gold ores, 5 little nuggets of gold, I can make another honey lure. So I'm going to be spending the rest of the stream hunting down the gold that we need. So, some orange goose. I don't know. I just, some reason I really, really love orange juice. But, oh. I'm sitting here trying to remember everything I want to talk to you guys about today. I feel like my Friday streams are always like let me catch you up on the week streams. Like, everything that went on in my week, this is what we're doing. I've been gold hunting all day, no luck. Oh my goodness. Did you have the compass? Oh my gosh, everything just appeared. What is the closest one? I'm so bad at this. Okay, this one's the closest. That's crazy. All day and you haven't gotten a single thing of gold. That is insanity. But yeah, no, catching up on my week. This week we went to the doctors to get another ultrasound done because now I am 35 weeks along. No, I just unlocked it. Still need to craft one. I've gotten so many gems though. You can sell gems. You can sell them. But yeah, we went to the doctors and my doctor told me that baby B is now full term, fully developed and everything. If she decided to grace our presence this week, she would be able to breathe on her own. Because she is, even though I'm 35 weeks, she is like, oh, I just got gold. I just got a gold ore, guys. I just got a gold ore. Is that insane? Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just got gold. That's crazy. But yeah, if she were to come out right now, she would be fully grown. She can breathe on her own and do all the things. So I am really, really happy that we have, like, I know that things can still go wrong. Things can still go wrong. I'm so sorry, Willow, that happened right in front of you, that I got I got that gold right in front of you. I do apologize because it feels like I was rubbing it in your face and I promise I wasn't. But yeah, I'm just so happy because even though things can still happen and I need to be positive, I need to really think positive, but there's still a possibility that like something could go wrong with the pregnancy. I'm still a nervous wreck until she's out. But basically we're in a good spot right now. We're in a really, really good spot where if she comes out now, she's going to do the whole life thing really, really well. So I'm really happy. She's growing really well. Her head is measuring like, oh, thank you so much, Echo. Her head is measuring like over a week ahead. Her legs are measuring almost 2 weeks. She's got long legs, guys. Our baby has long freaking legs. She can be a freaking model. And I'm glad you got gold and baby is growing. Thank you. This girl is going to be a freaking model. She's got the longest legs that I have ever seen. She's got a big head. A little bit scared about that. But what was really cool too is that when we did our appointment, it was actually really fast because I don't know if I want to, if you guys are interested, I can show you the ultrasound tomorrow, but like she wouldn't show her face. So you can't see. Willow, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Willow. I am so sorry. They told me the morning I had my baby, he was going to be 7 pounds. And he ended up being almost 10. Oh my gosh. I hope that's not the case. She is currently 2.7 kilograms. How much is that in pounds? Hey, Google, what's 2.7 kilograms in pounds? $5.95. She's 5.952 pounds right now. From what, I'm sorry, Willow. From what the doctor says on the ultrasound. Obviously, you can't really know, but she a big girl. She's doing good. She's turning into a little chunky monkey. I'm excited. And I'm just so happy that she's healthy and everything is going well in this pregnancy and everything looks really nice. Like, everything that I have been experiencing, I haven't had a single problem with the pregnancy. She's been growing really well. She's super, super healthy. And I'm happy. I'm all around happy, basically. Hold on. I'm trying to find this one. It's down, right? It's right there. But yeah, so after that, though, because we were asking questions, because I've been having some pains as I've been walking the dog. If I walk too much or if I go too fast, I have a lot of like really, really bad stomach pains, but I haven't been getting cramping with it. So it's like, it's not a contraction, but it kind of takes me out. And at one point when I was walking the dog with hubby B, we literally had to stop at a bus stop because I needed to sit down because it hurt so bad. I was in so much pain that I couldn't walk. And I was like, some people are like, oh, it's round ligament pain. I'm like, yes, but I know round ligament pain because I suffer from round ligament pain. Literally all, like, the whole pregnancy has been a big suffering of round ligament pain. But, oh, that's just regular rock. But this was in a different spot. Was that a disco deer? Disco deer! Hold on. Where is he? He's over there. Disco deer time. I gotta shoot it at least once. Okay, I've shot it at least once. Does that count? Yes, it does. Dang it. Oh, that would have been so cool. But afterwards, my doctor said as long as everything's fine and they're not like contractions, you're not counting them out and everything, like they're not happening so often, then everything's okay. I had to get the disco deer. You have no idea, okay? If there's a disco deer, you get the disco deer, okay? You stop everything you're doing, conversation, everything. You go and get that disco deer. But, what was I saying? Oh, so, my doctor said it was fine. It wasn't like a big deal. Like, it wasn't a big deal that I have pain. It's kind of normal to have pain, especially since I'm getting closer and closer to my due date. She could literally come at any point like, literally any day now she can come. And again, we're expecting 40 weeks, but it's up to her on when she decides to make her presence presentable. So, just kind of waiting on baby to figure out when she's going to come out. But, I was talking and I was like, okay, well, I know this is a strange request, but it's not in the States to check out the birthing location, like what you're good, like your birthing center, to like go and get a tour of that. And so I asked, and my husband asked as well, it's like, can we get a tour of the area that we will be giving birth in? And they're like, oh yeah, no, that's totally great. And so this woman brings it up. She was so freaking nice, guys. She was so nice. She was so open. She was so helpful. She was so happy. And it just is such a difference from the first hospital I was at when I had my miscarriage and how rude all of the doctors and the nurses were there. And it was just like a 360. Like, they were so happy to be like, yeah, boo, we got you. We got this. And they were so nice. I thought the other allergy my mom has due to giving birth, she can go into anaphylactic. Oh, the anaphylactic shock from only the smell of it. It's not immediate, but if she gets exposed too long, her life is in danger. Oh, that's crazy. When she gets away from it early enough, the symptoms will fade away. That, I don't have any allergies that are that bad. So, oh my gosh, I feel that must not be an exciting time for your mom. Oh, what the heck? But, no, that's not what I want. But, yeah, so we went into the birthing area. It's a little different from the States in the sense that, like, it is clean and everything, but you basically give birth. It is a hospital bed, but it doesn't look like American hospital beds, but it is a hospital bed that you give birth in. They have, like, you know, when you go and get a pap smear and they have like the stirrups there for your legs to sit on, you have to do that. There is only the option of giving birth laying down. You are not allowed at this hospital to give birth in any other position, which I guess it's very common in Korea. So I'm a little upset, but the back of the bed does lift up so I can get myself into as much of a squatting position as I can, which is nice. And you give birth in this room, and then after you give birth, then you get put into like the labor ward, or like you get put like out of there. They have there are 6 rooms at this hospital that you can give birth in, which I thought was like not a lot, but I guess there's not a lot of people giving birth, so it's fine. And it was really nice because there was actually a woman occupying the room that we were in, but she was nice enough to let us come and see the room while she went to the restroom. And so she went to the restroom, and then we kind of came into her room and looked around. They had like a couch for the husband. There was a little thing for the baby after the baby is born. And then there was the bed for me, obviously. And then after you give birth, then they will take the baby. They'll give you a little bit of time for like skin to skin contact, which I am just going to have my husband take most of that time because I found out that there is no option. I cannot keep my baby by my side, unfortunately. They will not let me do that. I would like to keep him. Enjoy your lurk, both of you. I appreciate you guys. Because I said that I would like to keep my baby like next to me because it's my baby, and I already know I'm going to have separation anxiety from my baby. So why would you take my baby, let the baby stay in the room with me? But I guess it's not allowed. So the baby will, after we have our skin to skin time, after they do all the checkups and everything, they're going to take the baby to the nursery so I can recover, which it's a good thing. It's a good thing. My recovery is really important. I get it. But it's just like, it's uncomfortable to me. For me, it feels uncomfortable, but it is what it is. I can't change the rules of my hospital. That's just how it is. So, but whenever the baby needs to be fed, they will call me and be like, it seems like the baby's hungry. Do you mind coming down to feed them? So I can go and feed the baby in the nursery. However, my husband is not allowed in the nursery. So my husband will be able to meet the baby after they're born, and then until we leave the hospital, he will only be able to see the baby through the window. So, again, not exactly my ideal situation, but it is what it is. It's helping me recover, I guess. And they also said that the least amount of time that I was told by one doctor that I only had to stay for like 24 hours as long as there's no problems with me or the baby. Turns out it's the minimum is 2 days. 2 days if I have a natural vaginal birth with no complications and everything goes well, and I have a very swift labor process as well. So the way Bella in Twilight turned for versus rotisserie chicken, was me after my daughter was born, which is why I'm like really scared to like, was yours also raw? I'm really like nervous about this whole situation because I'm not going to be able to have her next to me. I'll be able to see her every 2 hours, but she won't be able to be next to me. And I'm also not allowed to have anybody in the room because I understand it's a good thing. I understand it's a good thing. But like, they're like, no one's allowed to see the baby while you're in the hospital. Only mom and dad, but dad can only see the baby when they're born. After that, then dad can't see the baby anymore. if my mom comes to visit the hospital, she can see the baby through the window, but she cannot touch my baby. She cannot hold the baby. Everything with the baby is through a window, and they are not allowed to be around them until you go home. So my mom won't be able to hold the baby in the hospital at all. Which is kind of sad because, like, we really wanted those pictures of, like, my mom holding the baby in the hospital after they're born and everything. But I guess we're not going to get those pictures. So first off, cry at that term. And yes, I stayed for 3 days in the hospital. And then on the third day, I wanted to be in my own place so bad. That's kind of me. Like, I'm like, I don't want to stay in the hospital. I want to go home. I haven't even given birth yet, but I want to go home. I am way more comfortable in my house than I am in a hospital where everyone's speaking to me in Korean. At least, like, if I'm granted, my husband speaks Korean, but at least, like, with my husband, I understand him. I don't understand everyone else. I growl at my dog because he got too close when I got home. I didn't know what creature I became. I was gonna say, you turn into a whole different person. You turn into like Mama Bear the second you have a child with you. Hello, Major. Welcome on in. Is it is it Major? Can I call you Major? Is that okay? Welcome on in. But yeah, I'll be able to see the baby like every 2 hours. So I have to feed the baby every 2 hours. But if I have a hard recovery, I can tell them to give the baby formula, and they'll just give the baby formula. And the good thing is, like, the formula, the diapers, and everything are provided by the hospital. So I don't have to. I'm gonna bring diapers and everything just in case. I started packing my hospital bag today. So Major's fine. Okay, perfect. But they provide everything the baby. They just don't provide stuff for the mom. That's the thing. But they also want her to recover, so that's why they take the baby away so that she has time to recover. And they're like, you probably won't want your baby. That's literally everyone's telling me, like, you won't want your baby next to you after you give birth. I'm like, I don't think you understand who I am. Because yes, I do want my baby next to me. I have trust issues, okay? I have trust issues. I don't trust anyone with my life, let alone a small human that's been cooking inside of me for 9 months. So, like, I'm going to get annoyed with the baby because they're going to be crying all the time. But I also don't want anyone else to hold my baby. I don't want anyone else to... Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, Boo. I don't want anyone else to take my baby. That's my baby. Stop taking my baby away. But I have no choice. They're going to take my baby away. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to live with my baby not being with me for the time in the hospital. But it's fine. I don't have trust, but the nurses in the labor ward and everything, they seemed really, really nice. And, like, they seemed really, really nice. And everyone seemed really happy. And there's no there's no reports that anything bad has happened in the nursery at the hospital I go to, which is comforting. So I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. Yay! Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you, whoever you are. I made my husband follow the nurses who had my son. I was like, go, go, go. Don't leave him, don't leave him, wait. Don't let him leave your sight. Gosh, I knew what you were saying. Loki, if I were to ever have a kid, if they took my baby away from me the first days, it would drive me insane with anxiety. That's probably going to be me. I'm probably going to be full anxiety until I get back home and have my baby with me. I don't know. I feel like it's like a natural instinct to want your child with you. And like, I feel like the nurses are probably better at taking care of her than I am, but like, do it in my room. Let her stay in my room, please. Like, I just want my baby. But again, I get to see her much more. My husband doesn't, but that's what also bothers me is because, like, there's been studies that show that skinship with mom and dad is super important in the first few days of their life. And she's not going to get, like, any skinship with dad. So, like, I'm honestly willing to give up after the baby is born, I would rather my husband hold her first than me. Because I know that at least when I'm going to go and nurse her and try to nurse her, I will get skinship with her through that. But my husband is going to get, like, to hold her one time And then until I leave the hospital, he's not even going to be able to touch her. So, yes, Becky, my husband sat shirtless with the baby while I slept. That's what I want. That's what I want is my husband to take off his shirt so I can be like, ow, ow. And then I want him to like have the baby on him. Like that was my hopes and dreams and they've been crushed. So I don't know. He's gonna make up for the skinship when we get home. He thinks it's not a big deal. He's like, we're gonna have plenty of time with the baby when we get home. It's just like I've heard like the first few hours to days with the baby, skinship is so important for both parents, not just one parent. And so it just bothers me. It bothers me, but I can't do anything about it because that's the rules. And I get it. It's for the health. It's for the safety of the baby and everything. But I'm annoyed. I'm a little annoyed. But I understand. And I can't have it the way I want it. Because if I want it my way, then I should just go to the States, basically. And I'm not willing to go to the States. I want to stay here in Korea and give birth to my baby. So I need to follow the rules that they give me at my hospital. It'll be fine. The baby is going to come. I have friends who gave birth to their babies here in Korea, did the same exact thing as I did, and everything was fine. Everything is all good and dandy. Their babies have bonded with their husbands and everything, like with their daddies. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just something like, like kind of like your birth plan. You have like expectations and things that you really, really want, and to have them taken away is kind of sad. I think that's basically where I'm at. Interesting to learn what giving birth is like in other places, what's allowed and what's not. I just thought it was so interesting that you're giving birth in a hospital and they don't allow you to like crouch down to give birth. You have to be in a laying down position. I'm like, why? Why? Like, can you explain to me why it's not okay to be in like, you have to be in one position and one position only. Granted, I don't know if I'm going to want to be in a different position, but I'm like, I'm so curious of what made that rule. My husband thinks the reason that they made that rule is because like they don't want to accidentally drop the baby when the baby comes out. So it's safer in a sense for the baby to be birthed this way instead of like in a squatting position. Isn't it easier? So what I've been told is that it's easier squatting. Obviously, I don't know. I've never given birth to a baby. But I heard squatting is easier because once you get them past their shoulders, they basically fall out of you. But when you're in a laying position, you get them past the shoulders, you got to keep pushing them out. They don't fall out. And so like gravity is what helps in the squatting position. I had an aunt who has done both ways, and squatting, she says, was easier. It is. That's why I wanted to do a water birth. My husband, actually, what's really funny is my husband originally wanted to do a water birth, but they're so expensive in Korea that there was no way we were going to be able to afford to do a home birth. Absolutely no way. I wanted a home birth too. I would rather a home birth, but I'm kind of like, I'm on the fence with like home births and water births, because what if something bad happens and we have to get to the hospital and there's not a lot of time to go to the hospital? You're going to catch some Z's. Live your best life, boo. Don't even worry about it. Sleep well. Have the lovely dreams. Originally it was King of England. Okay. He likes seeing babies come out. Now it's just a health standard. Interesting. It started with him. Maybe I had to Google it. That's crazy. Oh my, that makes so much sense though. That makes so much sense. Historical facts are insane, aren't they? Yeah, but I just want to squat. I want to squat and get the baby out. Like, okay, everyone go watch Handmaid's Tale and watch when Janine gives birth to her baby. That's the position I want. Like, that's the position I want to be in when she is I want that chair that she had. That looked like a great birthing chair. Have a wonderful sleep, boo. We'll miss you. Live your best life. Me reading that. I need to go search that. I need to go like actually read that. So he just enjoyed watching women like give birth to babies, and that's why we have to lay down. Like, that's the reason. Thank you for the drink redemption, by the way. That's so crazy. That is insane. But again, makes so much sense. I'm sorry for everyone who didn't No, most of modern health is due to royal people kinks. Yeah. That's a really cool fact, though. Like, kind of crappy, but really cool, though, to think, like, huh, person was kinky and this is how it happened. I love that. I love fun facts that are just, like, blowing your mind, but also, like, interesting in a way. That's still quite interesting. It's always so old white, dude. I know, right? Oh my gosh. It's a thanks, I guess moment. I was gonna say, because like I've heard from some women, obviously, again, I have never given birth, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about whatever I've looked up of giving birth. But like some women do say that they prefer to be in the laying down position. Like there was no way that they were going to be able to get into a squatting position. It was just not something that would be comfortable with the way that they were contracting and going into labor. So I don't know if I'm gonna want what I'm gonna want when I go into labor, and I don't even know what the pain is gonna be like, but at least like to have the option would be nice. To have the option to kind of switch it up a little bit would be nice, but rules are rules, man. I gotta follow the rules. Unfortunately. The only thing I want is just not to have them push on me. That's one of my big things. I just don't want them to push me. But apparently it's like really common. And I'm kind of scared because I need my husband to tell them not to push on my belly. I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to be pushed. But the women, the nurses and the doctors, they all want to get the baby out as soon as possible. So they start pushing on your belly to get the baby out as fast as they can. I don't want that. I want it to be as a natural process as I can. Also, watch out for membrane sweeps. I heard that those are like the most uncomfortable thing ever, and they do push birth out much faster. Rush a birth is wild. Yeah, rushing a birth, it is wild, don't you think? Like, I feel like, well, I get it. You got to make room for. You only have 6 rooms here, and people got to give birth, but like that's crazy. All I know is breathing through the pain is very important. I do know that. But also pops water early. Yeah, and then the second the water is popped, you can't leave the hospital until the baby's out. That's a big one because now they're not floating in amniotic fluid anymore, and they have no room. So the way I would be mad if someone did that to me, I told my husband, I'm like, you better be there. Like you can't. I got another gold ore. Oh yes. Okay, I only need 1 more. I told my husband, I'm like, you better be there to tell them not to, because I'm going to turn into a crazy American and start swearing at them to not touch me. And I might slap their hand away from my belly so that they do not touch me. I just need you to know that. So, and I also asked the person, like, can he stay with me during the entire birthing process? Like, oh, well, usually, because what I've heard is that when the baby's head starts to come out, they actually ask the husband to leave, and then they bring the husband back after the baby's out to cut the umbilical cord. And I'm like, no, boo. He's staying the entire time. I can't have him leave the room. I don't need to be screamed at when he's not in there. I know. And so like, well, if you want, you can have him stay. And apparently from what I've been told by others is the reason that they have them leave when the husband, like they make the husband leave when the baby's head comes out so they don't get traumatized from the experience. And I'm like, he did this to me. Why is he traumatized? Like, if anything, I'm traumatized from giving birth. Like, I had a membrane sweep with both of my babies. Did it pop? Oh, you were I'm glad that your water didn't break when you had the membrane sweep. That's really, really good. That's just rock, I think. Hello, Dad. Welcome on in. How's it going? LFG. I always just go for like the easiest thing to say, and Dad is usually the easiest one. But welcome on in. I pop in when you say things. Yes, you do. Don't worry about it. I heard it's so important to have the husband there during the whole birth. So many rules for your birth. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy how many rules they have in Korea. Honestly, it's really, really crazy. Pop mine. It actually slowed my daughter's heart rate and almost Need a C-section. I'm glad it didn't cause you any harm. Anatomy is different for every woman, and apparently I was shallow. That's so scary. That is so scary. How... Okay, wait, hold on. How did you get the mining icons? Yeah, I'm using the compass. I'm using a compass right now, and it's showing me where all of the bigger iron ore deposits are, pallium deposits are. So, you had 2 C-sections. My husband accidentally looked behind the curtain while I was being sewed up after a C-section. I will say, and that's another thing. If I have a C-section, my husband's not allowed to be there. Another rule. If I have to have surgery, he's not allowed in the room because they're like, why would he be in the room? That's dangerous. It's like there's germs and everything. It could be harmful to you and the baby. He's not allowed in the room. If I have to have a C-section, I have to go into that room by myself, and he will come in to, I think he might come in to cut the umbilical cord. He might not, actually. And then if he does, he'll have to leave right after. So, where is it? Is it here? No, you're fine. Fall. Yeah. Be prepared for the urine massage after birth. As a nurse, I am not a mom. I've seen it's something uncomfortable, but definitely necessary. I heard that peeing after birth is terrifying, and then the nurses will not allow you to leave and like the hospital until you pee to make sure that your body remembers how to do it, because your body goes through craziness when you give birth. So I'm prepared. We actually got a bidet, guys, so that I can, after birth, I can just use the water from the bidet to clean up so I don't have to, like, wipe myself because it's going to be really painful. No, they made my husband scrubs, get dressed and scrub in. See, that's what I was hoping for, but no, they will not allow my husband to be inside of the surgery room. He can only see me and the baby after, like, after the C-section, and I'm all sewn up and everything, so... The only time he couldn't be with me was when I was getting the spinal tap. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons that my husband might not be able to be with me. So I'm hoping that we have a natural birth that is just super awesome and no problems and everything goes dandy and I don't need a C-section so that my husband and I can just do this whole thing together. I had my first one because... Sorry, I'm trying to find this. I think it's up there. I had my first one because of an issue with my baby. Because I had the second one so close to... I had the first one because of an issue with my baby, and because I had my second one so close, I had a second one. I'm confused. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to understand this sentence, but I don't know why it's not. I'm really tired today. I don't know if that's why. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Mystic, I'm trying so hard, boo. My husband and I were in military training together. If anyone is seeing my guts on the side table, it's him. Yes. Hey, Dixie, welcome on in. My twin sister almost perished through the membrane sweep. Scary stuff. I'm so scared. That's why I keep telling my husband, I'm like, I'm not expecting to be unalived because of birth, but it is a possibility. So I need you to read books to the baby so that the baby can get used to your voice and get used to you. Please and thank you. And so he's been talking a lot to the baby so that the baby has a familiar voice to hear because I told him he has to. Well, I guess I'm in the wrong chat room for this conversation. I'm so sorry. Oh, the C-sections. Oh, okay. I understand. I'm sorry. We talk a lot about birthing things. I'm pregnant, and that's just what happens a lot. And especially since today I'm 35 weeks. If we make it to week 40, we have 5 weeks left until the baby is born. So, like, it's coming up. It's going to be in part of conversation a lot. And I'm going to try my best to make it so that you guys know what's going on, and like, just to prepare you guys for the birth. I will make sure, Booze, that when I start contracting, I will thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, Boo. I appreciate that. Gosh, this one, okay, this one's freaking glitched. I can't. That one bothers me. I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna waste my energy on that one. It's all good. Just messing with you. I was gonna say I'm so sorry, but I'm just like super pregnant and we like talking about pregnancy stuff. Found like 4 gold ore today. It's a struggle. I just found 4. I found 5. Wait, I can make a gold bar now. It's pregnancy talk all you want, girl. I was gonna say, if you're uncomfortable with it, I apologize. It's just this is my stream. This is what's happening. I apologize. Not that you were uncomfortable, LFG. I understand you were joking. But for anyone who is uncomfortable, I apologize. But oh, 6. Okay. But hope everything goes well with my girls. They're in their 30s. Ooh, okay. Yeah, oh wait, 19K away from VIP. Let's go. I was gonna say we're getting really, really close to 3K followers on Twitch, by the way. We are like less than 30 away. Before stream, we needed 30 more followers to get us to 3K. So we're getting closer, Booze, on the Twitch side of thing. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that over on the Tiki Talkies. Take all the gold. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. It's like the game knows. It's like, you're about to do a server takeover. I got you, Boo. Like, I can't wait for the server takeover tomorrow. I'm so prepared. You have no idea how prepared I am, guys. You mentioned something about reading. I would read a lot to the kids. Even did videos of me reading when I was in Afghanistan and sent back home. Yes, leave some gold for me. I'm sorry. No, it's the same thing. LFG. I told my husband, I'm like, while they're in the womb, I need you to read to her. And we have Korean books. My husband keeps grabbing English books and reading English books to the baby. He has no idea what he's reading. Not a single clue what he's reading, but he's just reading it. It's hilarious. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Korean's fine. But he's been reading English books to the baby. But once the baby's out, I also told him, like, I think it's really, really important that we read to her so that she likes books and so that she doesn't, like, get addicted to, like, watching TV and stuff. I want her to be I would rather her be a bookworm than, like, I don't want her to follow in my footsteps. I don't want her to be a gamer. Like, I want her to be an educated young little thing. That's what I want. And so, I told my husband, I'm like, you need to read to her in Korean because I can't read to her in Korean. That's like the biggest thing is like, I do not have the ability to read Korean books to her and make her enjoy them. That is something that is solely on you. I can do the English books. We have English books. But I'm not going to be able to do the Korean, unfortunately, because I can read the Korean books. That's the thing. I can read Korean. Will I read it to the point where the kid is going to focus on me and have a fun time? No. They're going to be like, they're going to be so bored. They're not even going to care. They're going to be so bored with me reading Korean because it's going to be so monotone. But if I read in English, I'd be like, the little hen was red. Why is the hen red? Because they fell into a paint, but I don't know why the hen is red. But, like, I can make it sound fun. But I can't do that with Korean. Don't judge I'm obviously not a children author, okay? Like, I couldn't think of anything. That was the closest I could get. But, yeah, we're gonna make sure that books are an important thing. I have friends who do not believe me that I will not be using phones or tablets for like the first 2 years of her life, at least. I won't introduce a phone until maybe she's over 2. I don't want her to have a phone. I don't want her to like okay. The things that I say that I'm going to do with my daughter and the way that I want to raise her, I am not in any way, shape, or form judging you if you use a phone with your child who is younger than the age that I plan to use a phone with my child. I don't care what you do with your kid. It's your kid. It's my kid. This is just the way I want to raise my kid. I am not judging anyone who has a phone and gives their child a phone. Live your best life. You are the child's parent. I'm not. What I do doesn't matter. Like, I didn't get a phone until I was like 15. Well, okay, I'm not going to give her a phone until she's like really a lot older, but for safety reasons, I will give her a child phone when she starts school. Only when she starts school. But I'm not giving her a full-on like smartphone. She's not getting that. No. I spent a year in Korea when I was in the military. Had so much fun. I learned a bit of Korean. You did? I was going to say, I know... Well, my husband and I speak in Korean, so that's why I know Korean. But my wife is a librarian, so she does so much reading to kids. It's really impressive how good she is with kids. I am going to try my best. I'm going to try really, really hard. Like, I've said this before, and I always say that I never really felt like I needed children in my life. So, like, parenthood was not something I expected to be in my future. That was not something I was expecting to have in my life. And so now that I am going to be a parent, I'm going to work really, really hard at being a good parent. And I already know that I can be a good parent because I am really, really good with kids. I enjoy children a lot. I worked with kids for the majority of my adult life and even when I was a teenager. So I'm really good with children. So I don't feel like the whole childhood, like having children is going to be hard. The first year of life, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't have as much experience, but I'll figure it out, I'm sure. It'll be fine. It's just a little nerve-wracking, that's all. I'm just a little bit nervous about it. But I know I can do it. And like every parent does it. They figure it out. So I waited until about 2.5 for Luna. And it was a good move. She's obsessed with Baby Shark now. Oh my gosh, that's something I don't know if I can handle. Hi everyone. Had a good sleep after a 3-hour Good Friday church. And then breakfast and breaking the fast. Now I'm multitasking and getting chores done. Have fun. See you later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Everest. I appreciate you, boo. Did I not pick something up over here? Why does this keep happening? Personally, I believe that you should have to be 18 plus just to access the internet. I don't, because like I need it for like kids need it for school. I don't know. Hey, Rem, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well as well. Just let you guys know, once this compass runs out, I will probably be ending stream. Just because, as I said before, I'm really tired. So, yes, hold off on phones for now. I made the mistake with my son, and if I take it away, he acts like I'm punishing him for nothing. Yeah, and I don't need my kid to be addicted to a phone. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, boo. I don't need my kid to be addicted to a phone. I just want them to be happy with things around them. And it'll also mean that I need to learn to get away from my phone, which is not exactly a bad thing. I don't feel like I have an addiction to my phone because I am really good at putting my phone away when there's people around me. So I will just kind of continue doing that when my kid's around. So I will, yeah. You did not pick up the ore earlier. I know, I see that. Like the stream on YouTube chat. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. I remember rocking my kids and feeding them bottles while playing games on Xbox. It made my wife so mad how easy I made it look. Yeah, I might do the same thing. I might like play a game on my computer while I breastfeed, just because I sometimes I have to get on Palia to prepare for stuff. But I'm going to try to keep the exposure as minimal as possible. I don't really want the TV on all the time either. When she's an infant, I probably will just for my sanity. But once you get older, I probably won't. To be able to make informed decisions before you can go on the internet. Yeah. But also it's like nowadays, like internet access is necessary for children because like how are you supposed to do anything with school-wise if you can't? Mama B! Guys, everyone who sees Mama B72, that is my mommy. That is my mommy. Everyone say hi to my mother. Hi, mommy. Send you a picture. Please go look at it and say yes or no. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me go check right now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at my phone because my mother told me to. Those are the compact ones, yeah? Regular, yeah, those ones. Those are fine. Those are the right ones. Yes. Yes. Thank you. My mom's buying me tampons. She just needed to know if they were the right ones. We're excited for May 13th. Yes, my mom will be in Korea too, which will be really nice. Hi, Mom. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're doing well, Mommy. I mean, more so social media. School websites are going to have freaks on the internet. Oh, yeah. Once she gets on social media, I'll be like really adamant about talking to her about safety and everything. But I'm not going to prevent her from doing it when she's younger, because all her friends will as well. Okay, good. Ordering you 4 boxes. Thank you, Mom. I was going to say I'm running out of tampons, but obviously I haven't needed tampons for like over a year, well, almost a year now, because I've been pregnant. But once I'm not pregnant anymore, I need more tampons because I'm going to get my period back. So I need, my mom is bringing me some from the States. Did your mom move to Korea? No, she didn't. I would love if she was here, but she doesn't live here. She's in the States, but she will be coming for about a month and a half when the baby is born. So she'll be like helping me out with the baby and making sure I don't go insane from parenthood and everything. And we'll all be sharing the lack of sleep. So, the Palia expansion on the 13th. Yes, I know. I just hope that the baby could come on May 12th. Like the original due date for the baby is May 12th. And so I'm just hoping she either comes early or she comes late, because I really want to do I want to play the update, guys. I want to play the update. Crochet me a sunflower sweater. Oh, you're crocheting a sunflower sweater? Is it almost done? I was going to say, you were talking about it earlier. Do you plan on still being a streamer sometime after recovery or full-time mom mode? Oh, I'm gonna keep streaming because this is my job. Like, I don't make a lot of income, but I make some income to help my household. So I will continue streaming after I give birth, but probably after I give birth, I'm gonna give it about 2 or 3 weeks to recover. I don't want to take too much time off. And I know you guys are gonna be like, that's crazy. Take more time off. You need to recover. Oh, you're gonna head out? Okay. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for buying me tampons and chocolate. And sour cream and onion chips. I appreciate that. But yeah, no. Bye, Mommy. Are you gonna sleep train the baby? I'm gonna try. Like, I'm not gonna go like crazy, and I'm not doing cry it out because I don't think I can handle that. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. I probably should start deciding things like that, shouldn't I? Getting sooner. But, yeah, definitely take the time you need. I'm glad we'll see you afterwards. Yeah. I will take time to recover and spend a little bit of time being, like, a newborn mom and figuring things out. And then when I come back to streaming, I'll probably start off slow with, like, maybe 1 hour streams. Maybe just be on for, like, 1 hour. And then, like, as I feel more comfortable and the baby doesn't need to nurse every 2 hours, I will probably switch to, like, I'll slowly come back to, like, the 3 hour streams. But it will take me a little bit of time to get there until my body feels comfortable sitting in a chair and everything. Like, I might actually, after this week, I might be dropping down my streams to about 2 hours instead of the 3 hours that I've been doing. Oh, my compass is done. Let me head home. Just because I'm so uncomfortable in this chair. So, but yeah, I'll take about 2 or 3 weeks off, but I'll keep everyone posted in, like, okay, so if you want to know everything about what's going on, Discord and Blue Sky are probably going to be the places where I post what's going on. And especially when I give birth to the baby and when I'm going into, like, contractions and stuff, I will be posting on both of those. I'll try to post on Instagram and TikTok as well, but and maybe YouTube. I might as well just show you guys. Those are all my links. But I'll try my best to post everywhere to keep you guys updated about what's going on with, like, the labor process, the pregnancy, and everything. But for now, that's kind of what's happening. That's what's we'll be taking off about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll be back. But it'll just be like a slow comeback. So doesn't take the time. Wait, sour cream and onion chips are the best. They are, and they. You know what's really sad, Rem? You know what's really sad? So Korea has Lay's chips, okay? Korea has Lay's chips. They have 1 bag of Lay's chips, okay? There's just 1 bag of Lay's chips. That always makes me angry. The reason it makes me angry is because These freaking you go to the Lay's section like, oh, green Lay's bag. That must be, you know, sour cream and onion chips. No, it's the seaweed flavored ones. Seaweed. And it just makes me, it breaks my heart every single time I go to the store because I think that they're like, I think they're mine and then they're not. They're the seaweed ones. But the color, it's just off the green color that sour cream and onion ones are. They had sour cream and onion ones here for a very short amount of time and then they lost them and my heart was broken forever. So I just need everyone to know that. My heart is completely broken that they don't have those. I'm just gonna sell these because I have a lot of them. I don't know if I'm gonna need them later, but I'm gonna sell them now. Disgraceful. No sour cream and onion chips not being there is diabolical. They have like they have salt and freaking vinegar. They have original and they have seaweed. And I'm just angry. I'm just angry about life, honestly. So, hey, Space Age, welcome on in. How you doing, boo? But yeah, so that's why I was like, Mommy, just bring me some chips, please. And the chocolate, I don't mind salt and vinegar. I don't mind salt and vinegar. It's not exactly my favorite, but I don't mind it. But yeah, no, apples. Mommy's bringing me some. She's also, my mom is going to be bringing me those, what is it? Ooh, okay. She's bringing me the chocolate, the Easter chocolates that are the little eggs. Little tiny mini eggs. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They're like freaking delicious. Their packaging is purple. Oh, they're so good. And it's Easter time, so I'm like, Mom, they're selling them right now. Please go get me like 20 bags of them. Thank you. Like, I just need that. The Cadbury. Yeah, I think they're Cadbury. I'm not 100%. They're so good. I can eat an entire thing in one sitting. I could 100% do that. And I would be happy. I would be happy if I did that. So, we love those chocolates. We already went through a big bag from Sam's Club. I will devour them. And I will not feel bad. I will not feel bad at all. Not even a little bit. I won't be like, oh, I'm going to gain weight. Oh, this is way too many sweets. Too much sugar. No, F that. It's great. That's the type of person I am. I need to buy Easter chocolates today. I need so badly tomorrow. I need to not forget to make chocolate chip cookies because we're having a potluck at church and I'm making chocolate chip cookies so all the kids can have some chocolate chip cookies along with the adults, but all the kids can have chocolate chip cookies and live their best life. So that's my plan tomorrow. All right. So I see that we're about to go into an ad break. I'm going to push the ads. We need only 22, guys. It ran the ad! I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button and made the ads run instead of pushing them back. I will wait for my boos who are in an ad break before ending the stream. I'm so sorry. Okay. I did not mean to press that button. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to push the ads. It made the 3-minute ad run. I apologize deeply for that. That was not my intention. I was not trying to make you guys watch ads, but we're here. Did you watch the Elderwood gameplay? Devs casually said, we don't need bigger storage. Success to me, yes. Wait a minute, what? Okay, hold on. Let's go look before we end stream. Before we end stream, my boos. I'm going to actually go pull up the Palia. Did they do... They updated their website. Okay, hold on. I gotta show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm seeing. Hold on. Boop. Hold on. Boop. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make this the right size. Give me a second. They updated their website. So let me fix TikTok for a minute. Let me make this smaller and put this like here. I will move over here. There we go. This is not the way we cure hoarding. Literally, like what? Okay, so Palia is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S on May 13th. That's really hard to say. Okay. So not only did they update this, but look, there's Elderwood. There is an Elderwood section. Should I wait for the ads? I feel like I should wait for the ads to finish before talking about this, because I want everyone to see this just as much as I'm seeing this. We're gonna wait a minute. How many minutes left until the ads are done? This is where I live. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So again, I'm hoping that because it says PlayStation 5, I hope that it also works on PlayStation 4. I'm curious if that makes a difference. Like, if it's on the PlayStation market, then it should be on PlayStation. So if it's on PlayStation 5, I'm sure you could get it on PlayStation 4. Okay, we're back from the ads. And then if you can get it from PlayStation 4, I'm going to make my husband download it and play it on the PlayStation. Can't wait. I can't wait. This update and color palette for me, I doubt it would be for 4, but it should. Because there's some of us boos who still have a PlayStation 4 and didn't buy the PlayStation 5. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, boo. Like, I didn't want to buy that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to click on news first. Okay. So, okay, we have Palia. We have Palia here. Okay. If you've been busy tending crops, fishing with friends, or perfecting your plush collection on your housing plot, no judgment, it's a lifestyle. Yes, it is. Then you might have missed the news. Palia is launching on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S on May 13th alongside a massive new expansion, Elderwood. That's right, our little fantasy life sim adventure is about to get a whole lot bigger and maybe a little spookier, but still cozy with the launch of the Elderwood expansion, our most ambitious update so far. Welcome to Elderwood. It looks so amazing. So, timed with our console debut on May 13th, Elderwood expansion opens the doors quite literally in Bahari Bay. Okay, so we'll get there from Bahari Bay. Okay. Yes, this is made for me. This is so beautiful. I love this. I feel like this is, you know who I feel like this is made for? Do you guys know Salas? I feel like it's made for her. To a mysterious new adventure zone, an ancient overgrown forest teeming with magical echo and secret hiddens beneath the shadowy canopy. Imagine what I can add to my cemetery. Oh, no, you're so right, boo. You're so right. New and veteran players can expect a sprawling new adventure zone to explore with a heightened sense of vertical and secret nooks to uncover. Aggressive yet adorable creatures such as the Ogapu, I don't know, an exclusive okay, I don't know how to say any of these. I'll figure it out. New story quests starred familiar faces like Neo and Sabira. Okay, again, don't judge me. Hidden artifacts that unlock powerful relics and new equipment systems that buff you and your parties. Brand new fish, insects, and plushies to personalize your home. Plushies, shmol. That's a hard, I can't. Shmol? I don't know. Right there. Plushes. And plushes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Plushes, boos. Not plush. Plushes. Okay. Are you excited for Elderwood? I'm so excited. Do you see the plush review? Hold on. Let me finish reading this. Hold on. Hours of exploration, adventure, customization, and more for you and your friends. So whether you're playing with DualSense remote in your hand or your Xbox controller sprawled on your couch, Palia has been lovingly tuned to feel great on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XX. Both new versions of the game deliver smooth performance and exclusive controls and full feature parties with PC and Nintendo Switch, but we've also added a few cozy touches tailored for each platform. Okay, PlayStation 5 players will enjoy immersive DualSense support, such as the light bar reflecting your active skills, glowing a unique color when you're fishing, mining, and more. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Adaptive triggers offer tactic feedback while performing activities like hunting and tree chopping. You'll feel every whack. That's cool. I like that. Playing on the go, PlayStation Portal includes these features too, so you can cozy up from anywhere that has an internet connection. Amazing. I want this shark, by the way. Sorry, my nose is so stuffy when I'm at the end of stream. So Xbox will experience snappy in-game performance on both Xbox Series X and Series S. Optimized controls that make navigating your inventory, building your dream home, and chatting with villagers feel natural and okay. So hold on. Palia supports full crossplay and cross progression across PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo and PC on Steam. Whether you're relaxing solo in Kilima or teaming up or an Elderwood, yeah, literally, I can't. Elderwood rock hopper hunt with friends, your progress and your plush collection follows you everywhere. Ready to grow the coziest and bounciest squad in Palia, the new Elderwood Refer a Friend program lets you sprout your very own squad of adorable fungal friends, and it starts by inviting your bestie to play. Wait, so these are Refer a Friend code rewards? You can get them now? Okay. So each friend you refer unlocks a bigger, fully interactive Elderwood Fungi plush, 50% plush, 50% trampoline, 100% awesome. These little guys are more than just decor. Refer up to 5 friends to earn Elderwood Fungi, Big Elderwood Fungi, Bigger Elderwood Fungi, Giant Elderwood Fungi, and Giga Elderwood Fungi. Did you miss out on the first referral code rewards? Fear not, new and veteran players can claim both the original set of rewards and Elderwood Fungi rewards for a limited time. Okay, I need to get my thing. They reset the referrals. Okay, I gotta get my referral then. I gotta get my referral back on my Steam Deck so I can show you guys. Okay, here is little bits about Elderwood. Discover the ancient forest. Oh my gosh. New outfits and stuff. Artifacts. We got new booze in here. Transforming your home. So it looks like you can get like the plants and stuff, because like look at those are definitely Elderwood plants, and like fungus on your walls, which is really cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then wait, what does that say at the bottom? Explore the Elderwood expansion for free. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hold on, let me go back to the last page because there's a video I want to show you guys. Time to convert some people. Oh yeah, I'm about to convert everybody and their mother. Hold on, let me turn on the desktop audio and turn off the Pokemon music really quickly so you guys can hear this. It's really loud, I'm sorry. Look how beautiful. I don't know why it's so blurry. Hold on. Can I make that? Let's watch it in this. Please. There we go. Hold on. We got to do this again. We got to look at there we go. There we go. Look at the Chappas. So there's still Chappas there. So that's something. Oh, look how beautiful. Hello, Alex. Welcome in. We can bounce on crap. That's why they gave us the bouncy things. They came from Elderwood. Live your fantasy dream life. I will. I'm so excited for Elderwood. I hope that the baby either stays or comes. Like, I need the baby to let me play this update. And I want that shark, and I hope it has a plushie. Because it's so freaking adorable. It's so cute. Look at the things from Elderwood. They're so cute. The purple is like everything. And look at all the... Wait a minute. 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 That's a new plush. That's a new plush. That's a new plush. That's a new plush. Those are 4 new plushes right there. I have all of these. I have these. I have those. I have those. Yes, I see. That's a new plush. That might be a new plush as well. Is this is not a plush we have. I'm obsessed with the new mirror on the wall. Yes, that is everything. That is also everything. I think this one might be new. These mushroom ones, this little frog looking thing, that little frog looking thing. Those are new plushies. Those are definitely new plushies. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, I needed to stop to look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Literally my favorite thing. Mark, we can't hear you. Hold on.
I think about this all night long.
Wait, are they...
Not
Okay.
sleeping because I'm
Hold on, wait. Wait. They're encouraging us to do the glitches. But these are also new plushies. And the reason I say that they're new plushies is because they are not holding a mushroom, guys. They are not holding a mushroom. That one's holding a mushroom. These ones are holding books. So these might be new Chappa plushies. Okay? Just throwing it out there. So sorry for the Mark timing. No, don't even worry about it. It is my favorite thing. We just can't hear him right now. No, those are just glitches. They're just glitches. Oh, that's rude. Why do we stop on her? Look how they run! Look how they run! Oh my gosh, I love this. And look, oh, they're so cute! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at the, there's froggies. Welcome to Palia. Welcome to Elderwood. Guys, I am... Oh, wait, it's not done. It's not done. New character. New character. New character, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let's put this away. Let's put this away. Oh my lordy Lou. I don't know if I'm oh my gosh. Like, am I ready for all of this? I don't know if I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I wanted him by the plush, the mushroom plushies, and they're holding floating books. Ugh. New NPC, new plushies, new everything. I am so freaking excited. You have no idea. I really hope that it's just so scary because it is literally, oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate you. It is literally right at the time the baby's supposed to be born. So horrible timing. I wish they had done it in April. I really, really wish they had done this update in April. Husband's getting emails. Family is getting emails. Oh my gosh, everyone's going to be getting emails. I'm about to, hold on. I'm about to give you guys, hold on. Let me log into my account. Let me go get that redemption code and put it out here for you guys. There's a 30-minute video with the devs who show Elderwood, but it does include story spoilers. I probably won't do it because of that. Redeem? No. Refer a friend. Refer a friend. Okay. Poppy? Guys, do you guys want to you guys want to sign up for a Palia? Not that all of you are not already on Palia, but I'm just saying. Like, hold on, I have links. Where is my refer Palia link? Okay, I have a button for it now. I have a button for it now on if I press this button. There we go, it works. Okay. I have a button for it now. It's important. It's important. I'm gonna make my husband make an account so I can at least get the first one. You only need 5, right? That's what it said. It just needs, you just need to refer 5 people. Yeah, it's just 5 friends. I can get 5 people to sign up. That shouldn't be hard. Will it work if you already have a Palia? You can make a second account. I'm considering making a second account, so. 오빠. 이거 있어? 아니. 오빠는 Palia account을 만들어야 해. 만들면 내가 인형은 받아. He's gonna make one! I can have 5 accounts. You can have 5 accounts if you want to. That's okay. It's hard enough to get 5 people the first time. Now I need 5 more. Kind of hate this, to be honest. I agree for people who are not streamers. I was able to get it really quickly because I stream and it was really easy for me to do it. But you know what? We'll just post. We'll post it in the Discord. We'll help. Maybe your devs can help run an event with all the new people, can support other followers of yours. I was gonna say, like, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But my lovely boos, it is getting late. It is almost 12:30 because I had to go look at that update and it was my first time really seeing it. I have seen the video for the update, but I didn't actually read any of the things, so it's kind of nice to have seen that now. Let me go ahead and find someone for us to raid out to, boos. I am so excited for the expansion. You have no idea. I just really hope that, like, it all kind of works out with the baby coming. That's the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is baby. So I don't know if I'll be able to play it right when it comes. You made a second account. Do it, boo. Okay, let's see who is online, because we no longer have drops going right now. We don't have drops going, but let's see. Who can I raid out to? They're only sleeping. Someone's playing Project Zomboid. Scheduled. Red Ice is on, guys. Do you want to go give some love to Red Ice? Red Ice is playing the truck simulator game. We could go give some love to Red Ice because Red Ice is such a wonderful boo who always is with us in the chat and is so helpful with Palia and everything. And I don't think I've ever rated out to Red Ice before. So let's go give Red Ice some love, boos. Let's go give him some love, okay? I think I do owe you guys Pokemon cards. Do you mind if I do the Pokemon cards tomorrow? Because I'm a little bit tired right now. Because right here we have 13. We got 13 followers on Twitch. So these ones, the Pokemon cards, I will open them tomorrow for you, boos, if you guys don't mind. I'm just like really tired and I just want to go to bed. So I'm a sleepy pregnant lady and I've had a lot of conversations and I'm ready to go to sleep now. So, gosh, my hands are so itchy. Like I keep finding like spots all over the back of my hands that are so itchy. Go to bed, mama. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I appreciate you guys so very much. And I already posted all the links for you guys. If you guys are interested, we are doing a total server takeover tomorrow so that we can try to get the rainbow tip butterfly plushie. Please follow if you are interested. On any platform, you guys can join us for the server takeover. We only need about 25 to 30 people total to do the server takeover, okay? That's all we need is 25 to 30 people, and I'm pretty sure we can do it. Wholesome. We will do it on another day too, I promise. We'll try it this day, and then maybe we'll try it again before the baby comes on a Sunday, because I know a lot of people were like Sunday was going to be a better day for them. So we're going to do this one on a Saturday, and maybe we'll try next week on a Sunday or the following week. Don't worry. I'm going to make it accessible to everybody, okay? So server takeover tomorrow. Get your lures ready. Get your repair kits ready. Get your smoke bombs ready. Get ready to take the entire server over. I think we can do it. I have faith in all of us, okay? I have faith in all of us. We're going to party up. We're going to do it. I'm so ready. I'm so excited. I will see you guys tomorrow for that. I'm going to throw these links in one more time. These are the links for everything. I am Becky B Plays everywhere. That's where how you can find me. I appreciate everyone who is willing to follow me on the other platforms. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love the crap out of all of you guys. We are going to raid out to Red Ice. If you are a subscriber, this is your raid message. If you are a follower, this is your raid message. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. I hope that you all have a wonderful night, evening, day, morning. Wherever you are, I hope it is fantastic. I will see you guys in the next live stream tomorrow for the server takeover. I love you, boos. Have a wonderful night, wonderful time zone, wonderful wherever you are. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.